It's okay, I guess.
It's okay.
Hey, episode 4?
Episode
4, we've been gone for a little while. It was Ty's birthday one week, and then the other week I was on stage, so we didn't get a chance to really, you know what I'm saying, make it do what it do. But we're gonna double drop on that ass. We gotta, what was that shit?
Hey,
Black?
yo.
Double drop on that ass?
On whose ass?
Just, it's a, alright, bro. This guy. It's a saying. Oh, okay. We got the Black Star album review coming, and then we got this episode dropping too, so we got to double up for you guys. We can start there, I guess. I mean, we shouldn't have review. Yeah. Watch the review. The fuck?
Yeah, because then it's just going to seem...
What's a review?
Fucking him. It's going to seem... I can't think of the word.
Redundant?
Yeah, redundant, that's the word.
Yeah. Fucking doofus.
Bro, you never, have, a word that you just get stumped on and you can't remember it? Like, you can remember, other words that, describe it, but you can't remember the actual
You didn't even do
word.
that. You didn't even do that.
I was going to say repetitive, but
okay,
I was looking for redundant.
That's a synonym of it.
Cinnamon donut.
Damn, that sounds kind of fire with, fucking cinnamon sugar. Come on, chorro.
You said hurry up, hour and a half. I got to run down to the cinema.
But now, alright, so we could start with, I think that's kind of cool. You said it's Biggie Day.
Yeah, I guess they made a thing in New York now. It's May 21st is B.I.G. Day.
Yeah.
And then they said something about that his son's going to be getting a proclamation to the city of New York. So I don't know, I guess that's a pretty prestigious honor.
You know what's crazy? I was just thinking about this shit too. Fucking Pac died without an heir. That shit bothers me.
That's true. They didn't ever name a street after him or anything?
No, I mean an heir, like a kid to follow, to prolong.
Oh,
his,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Literally, he just, unless there's some kid out there that we don't know about.
Well, because he wasn't even, he was single, wasn't he? He never had a girl.
But he had a song called I Get Around. Well, he was,
That's true.
He was starting to settle down with that one shorty, not Lenny Kravitz. What's that dude's name? Quincy Jones?
Oh, yeah.
His daughter. He was apparently he left her in the hotel room when he went to go, where were they going to? The casino or some shit? And then they got caught in traffic. But that's where he was leaving from being with her to go with the boys. And then,
yeah. But
that was after he had just, did that, which is not smart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you think somebody's a mark, you just oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. But it's that's not how gangs work, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I don't know. But that's sidetracked. But yeah, that's pretty dope. His son's gonna be given a coronation type thing. But I love it when they do that though. There's a Wu-Tang Boulevard. I love when the world takes notice.
Did you know that there's a spin-off to Wu-Tang Clan? It's their kids.
No.
I don't remember what it's called though. It's
hopefully it's in the same fashion, Shaolin.
Yeah. They try to keep the same style, that gritty New York rap, but I guess they're not big right now. But I mean, they should have blown up by now. But I guess they're just kind of taking the area of their dads on.
That's cool.
So.
Well, Wu-Tang Clan is still active, man.
They're September. They're coming here.
Nah, they're probably gonna be doing old music though. What would really be fire, and we need to get tickets. Fuck. We're probably gonna be out on the lawn and shit by this time.
Look, I didn't want to tell you, but I was actually gonna just cop 2 and just get one for your birthday.
You just told me.
I know.
Oh, run that shit. I need front row.
Front row. The 1200. The 1200.
That's what I need. I need to be fucking dapping up Nas and shit. Yo, Nas, what's up, King?
He said, shut up, I don't fuck with you like that.
Nah, bro, Nas would dap you, but then he'll fucking have
he's gonna kick you.
I'm yo, Nas, what's good? And he's yo, son, what the fuck is this?
The mixtape flash drive?
Yo, son, check that out. He's used to handoffs, right?
He's gonna say, fuck that shit, and then he's gonna fucking Kevin Gates you right in the face.
He's yo, Nas, I'm a big fan, man. What's up? He's yo, word, kid. Hey, yo, son, what's this, bro? And I just dip off on
I
it.
know this man did not just dap me up and give me this weak ass flash drive.
Like this shit was fucking 95 and he was handing me the little capsule joints.
Yeah, check it out. AZ State of Mind.
Yo, them Stapleton motherfuckers, blue caps. Yeah. Nah, but
Just a little.
Yeah. Nah, that's pretty dope, man. But hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably gonna be, if we don't buy it soon, we're probably gonna be in the fucking lawn. But hey, I mean, still to just be there is gonna be iconic.
I mean, if I had to guess, bro, it's either gonna be a bunch of people that just caught on to like Wu-Tang, or it's probably just a bunch of old hits.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what would be fire is if they did some songs from that fucking You ever heard of Martin Shkreli guy? He's the one who like bought the AIDS medication and then like it was $12 and made it like fucking like $7.
Yeah.
But he's the guy who owns that album. He's in jail now, so.
Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he got like security fraud or whatever the fuck that means. But he owns that, the Wu-Tang, what is it, like the Lost and the Shaolin or something?
Yeah.
There's like some fucking gold album out there that they
Uh-huh.
only sold to one person and he bought it for like $1 million.
Yeah, it's like one of one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it's like Once Upon a Time in Shaolin or some shit like that. But so that would be fire. But I think part of the contract is they can't share the music or some shit like that. But
Because he owns it, even though he's locked up or whatever.
he's a piece of shit, so.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna need that shit, Martin.
Well, that's some sucker shit though. Like, you would think somebody like the Wu-Tang Clan would not fuck with somebody like that. But it just showed it was just about money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They should like I don't know, like
Because they're gonna make $1 million off
instead
it
of sharing it, they should put it in like the like a music museum or something.
But this shit could be whack and no one's ever heard of it.
Yeah, but like I'm not saying they have to play it, but I'm saying like they could put it in a museum, like,
Yeah.
in a display. That'd be dope.
What if it's just fucking a blank disc? Yeah.
It's just like, hey, word up, suck my dick.
Yeah. Damn, they might be the first NFT.
We done caught your asses. Y'all thought this was worth $1 million? That's me telling you suck my dick.
Yeah. Just like, hey yo, you bought this shit, bro. Yo, fuck.
Hey, thanks for the money, but it ain't shit on here. Peace, God.
Hey, it's Ghost. No. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty dope, I think. Like a whole day for Biggie.
Yeah.
Cause they do it in other places. Like I feel like they should like hopefully. I mean that would be dope if one day in my city, if I ever like made a big impact, fucking like Kiahree Boulevard or some shit like
Dreams, man.
that. Just like,
I can dream it, right?
well, I don't have a cool name like fucking Martin Luther King Boulevard, Kiahree Street.
Fat fuck Boulevard. Submarine Avenue.
This would be a fucking 5-lane highway.
Hey yo, come on, pop over to Party Sub Circle.
Party so.
We
Sunny
been having a
slope.
we've been having a big old KO festival over here, bro.
KO, hold on.
KO Day?
KO Boulevard? Hold up.
Knowledge Obtained Boulevard.
Alright, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut. Have you ever had a rap name? I know you had one.
No.
Fat mother. Yes, you did.
No.
I know you wanted to rap one day in your life.
Probably, but I never came up with a name for it. To me, I always was more drawn to doing like producing and making beats.
What would your name have been?
I don't fucking know, bro.
Yes, you do.
21 Ton Savage. Fucking knee pain.
No, Big Tie.
I don't know, bro.
You're a fucking liar. You, Mr. Hippity Hop, you're like the fucking old head motherfucking don't be a minute.
Yeah, but
hip hop, and then the fucking
Alright,
come
grandma,
through,
stay up, grandma.
and then they come through shooting. He's like, Mama, that was you, bro. I said a hip hop fucking Kango.
I remember there was a point in high school where I was where I was like listening to a lot of instrumentals, like type beats and stuff on YouTube, and I would write stuff on like my
I don't give
my
a fuck about
iPhone
all those
notes.
little struggle bars.
But I
bet you it's gonna be some goofy shit. That's
bro, I've never gotten that far. Like
the lyrical assassin.
the lyrical assassin.
The thing. Who's that motherfucker from like?
Slim, what is it? Not so Slim Shady. Bro, I don't know. I don't. Honestly,
Big Shady.
Bro, I used to.
Bizarre. Just like not bizarre. What's the opposite of bizarre? Perfectly normal.
PC.
Instead of a shower cap, you just have a
Politically
fucking, like,
correct
chef hat. PC.
Hey, yo, word up, God, it's politically correct on the mic.
No, that shit touched your soul when they said that to you, huh?
What?
That you're being PC.
Bro, I'm sorry that I'm a kind-hearted person. I have feelings.
You're a piece of shit. You're not a kind-hearted. Your heart is literally marbled with so much fat, bro. Like it's
shit
like
be looking like a Wagyu
It's
steak.
like a fucking like a ribeye.
Hey, let's not get too far into the steak talk. I don't want you fucking drooling over the mic. He said, that would be 5 grade beef.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? We went to the fucking Longhorn Steakhouse, and I've been thinking about that ribeye ever since, bro. That shit was fire, boy. I'll tell you this.
I bet you when you left, they just went and they said, all right, guys, he's gone. We can finally start getting to the other orders now.
$2 tip.
They're back. They're in the fucking weeds on orders. They got like 46 tickets waiting because you're just like, another ribeye.
Garçon.
Bring me over another apple cobbler.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, fuck, bro, we can't even get to the other orders yet. Because you're just eating, you're just so fast, bro, that you just like already putting in other like orders.
Oh my gosh.
Table
Where's the
16
escargot?
The table 16 wants another fucking steak. And they want that shit drenched in caramel sauce.
Yo, son. Alright, bro.
Extra butter.
Stop making the fucking caramel sauce joke. You set me up, bro. You're the boys. You're a bad boy.
Did I ever tell you about the time I got kicked out of Red Lobster for the all-you-can-eat shrimp event?
No, the fuck you didn't.
I did, bro. They kicked me out.
Why?
Because I was there for like 2 hours, bro.
No way.
I was eating shrimp scampi, and they were like, you've hit your limits, sir. Like, we need to save some for the other people.
And he said, Bobby, I'll tell you when I had enough.
Damn, bring those shrimp scampi.
Fucking boom out.
No, they didn't kick me out, bro, but I did eat a copious amount of shrimp that day.
Yeah, we tried that shit when it came out, and I got out-eaten by like fucking like the skinniest dude there.
No, I ain't gonna lie. But here's the thing is, though, like, they got this all-you-can-eat bullshit, but then they, like, give you this plate with, like, 4 shrimp on it.
Yeah.
You're like, let me try the, the Nashville hot shrimp or whatever. They bring that shit out, bro. It's 4 fucking butterfly shrimp. You're like, what the fuck is this? I thought this was all you can eat.
Yeah.
No motherfuckers ration it around here?
Yeah. They probably don't want people wasting shrimp, but people are gonna waste food if they're gonna waste it anyways.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like, yeah, but like gradually, like, go down, like, because obviously people are gonna get more full. Like, come out with like a larger portion on the first plate. Like, don't be coming out with like fucking 3 noodles, some butter garlic sauce, and some like 2 shrimp. Like, the fuck.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've been to Red Lobster, bro. I usually go to Angry Crab Shack now.
Yeah, that's the spot though.
Yeah.
I mean, seafood's expensive out here, but that shit's smack.
Yeah. Is Detroit by the ocean?
No.
Okay.
No. Seafood's not really that big there.
Just rap battle.
Down at the shelter.
Yeah. Fucking. Look at this bar of fruit cake. It's fucking food truck rap battling.
Pop should have wore rubber.
Yo, Ty's like, yo, fuck all that. I'm trying to get to the front of the line, bro. I'm on my 15.
Sloppy sucker.
I need at least like 5 minutes to decompress. Fucking ho-hos galore.
When they saw me choke at the shelter, it was just like me like choking on like a fucking chicken drumstick or something.
Or a big dick.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. This big dick. Girl, I know you don't want this dick.
Bro, I know you ain't referring to yourself.
Nah, bro. I mean, it's an adequate size. I'd say.
Like a fucking fun-sized 3 Musketeers.
Yo, that's the second time you keep. Is that your shit? 3 Musketeers? Like that's your shit?
No, I don't. I just think of like fun-sized candy bars. Like, I don't know, the Snickers work? Like,
hey, yo, what'd you say?
Twix? Like, is that?
You said what? Nicholas?
Bro.
Yo, hold up.
I'm gonna need you to.
All right, so
I'm getting pressed right now.
Yeah, it's because you know what you said.
I know what I said.
You know what you said, and you know what you meant.
You said, I know the S was silent. here talking about candy, and they can't get this guy off of this shit, man.
Hey, race is a real thing, bro.
It is.
So Biggie Day, that's pretty dope. Shouts out to his family, his estate.
My Dukes.
What did I just want to say? I mean, we can just go on to the next topic. I forgot. Fuck, it was probably some stupid shit.
Probably was.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of things. A lot of music dropped. So I mean, we could start with, I guess, the most obvious thing. The Kendrick Lamar album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard it at least once, right?
Yeah, I've heard the whole thing like one time through. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it multiple times, but
I don't really think it needs an album review unless you want to start making that a thing, like we just review albums.
yeah.
But,
I mean, we don't have to like get into like full on detail. Maybe just a quick like little breeze over it.
Yeah, but I just mean in general. Like we could talk later after that.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do album reviews and shit, it's an easy piece of content, really. But
Nice little spin off besides the the podcast.
yeah, but I fucking just yawning thinking about it.
Nah, you just lazy.
I'm just fucking yawning thinking about that shit.
You woke up this morning dreading getting on the show,
Bro,
like,
6 years and you gave me that, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
Has it been 6 years?
6 years, bro.
Damn. I thought. Wait, was it 2017 or 18 that he released his last one?
Hey Siri, when did Damn by Kendrick Lamar release?
This guy thinks he's a weird Kendrick fan.
Here's what I found from Wikipedia.org.
2017.
Stylized as
Wow,
Damn
bro,
is
time
the
really
fourth
blows
studio
by.
album by American rapper Kendrick Lamar. It was released on the 14th of April, 2017. Through to
2017 and it's fucking 2022
Bro.
and it is May.
I feel like literally, like it was last year when I heard DNA. Like on the radio and all that shit that was just like being overplayed. 6 years, bro. We're getting old. Like that, like time's just speeding up, bro.
Wait, hold on. 18, 19, 20, 21, 5 years. My bad.
2, 4.
Yeah, but still, that's a fucking long ass time. Like, I needed some fucking like game changing shit. I heard none of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good joints on there, but I didn't hear no game changing shit at all.
Yeah, I mean it was very Kendrick, but
It was classic Kendrick, which is what I like.
yeah.
But it was not like, how motherfuckers be coming out, they're like, yeah, give me the throne, give me that shit right now.
Yeah, it wasn't insanely hype, and it wasn't disappointing. It was neutral for me.
Yeah, exactly, right, and that's why
it was on that median. Like,
I mean, I don't know if you give a fuck about sales and shit like that. I only sold 200, 250, like, right?
Yeah.
How much did Kendrick Lamar's album just sell?
Your blood pressure is
I can't help
260.
you with iTunes on an Apple Watch.
Oh wow, bro.
Yeah, shit.
Yo, you gotta spend like $600 on that bitch. She can't even help you.
Bro, don't mess with the wrist, bro. Wrist work.
It's 11:46.
Your
Talk to
blood
these
pressure is
motherfuckers.
268.
Talk to these motherfuckers, Mickey. I'm being Disney
You
next
should
week.
seek medical help immediately.
Yo, shut the fuck up. Mike me, bitch.
Likely, bitch.
Yo, the first thing I'm doing is walking up to Goofy and be like, what up, Goofy, my nigga? And he's like,
On the thing, Kiahree.
and then Donald's like, whatever the fuck.
Yo, I actually saw a video of that because you're going what?
To California.
You're leaving in like a week, yeah?
Wednesday.
Oh shit.
Fly
Got
out.
extra room? No.
Shit, boy. Ty goes on a plane. He needs a
Too
whole
bad.
fuck. Bro,
They're
they do
gonna have
not.
to
They
get
do.
a
They do
handicap
not
seat.
put this motherfucker by the fucking exit, bro. Cause she knows during the middle of the flight he's gonna be in a fucking food.
I'm gonna
coma.
hop on the Delta airline, bro, and I'm gonna be like making a scene. The fuck you mean you guys ain't got bigger bags of chips?
Ty's gonna be in a food
Sir,
coma in
yeah,
the first
they're gonna
fucking
get-
30 minutes.
They're gonna get the air marshal. So we're gonna need you to step off the plane. I'm getting off this motherfucking plane. I'm staying right here just acting like a total Karen.
Yo, fucking Ty needs a little extender shit. This should really be more conducive to like, comfort.
Captain's gonna get on the mic. If the fat fucking row 4 can please get off the plane so we can get to California safely.
Yeah, can we put him in the fucking storage down?
Delta Airlines, can you guys get a bigger bag of chips so I don't have to fucking go upside down in this bitch right now?
Yo, Ty, deadass, they put you in the fucking bottom carrier, so you're just like right in the middle, so you don't tip the fucking
Bro,
plane off.
they're gonna put me in the luggage storage.
That's what they're gonna put down there.
They're gonna put me in like a kennel and put me on a pallet and just put me up the little track, bro.
If they put you on the fucking left, the pilot's gonna be fucking overcorrecting the whole fucking 3
You're gonna
hours.
have to pick me up in baggage claim. It's gonna be like a $40 surcharge for overweight.
You're the only person that ever had to get checked in. Yo, that's crazy.
Oh, Mr. Ogles, your bull mastiff is ready to pick up over in baggage claim.
Oh my, bro! Imagine having to check yourself because you're fucking fat as fuck.
Like they gotta put me what is it like with the semi, like the weight stations? They gotta weigh you and they gotta put a surcharge on you.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be an extra $100 for the flight because he's pretty heavy.
Yeah, fuck. Is that a thing where you have to pay for 2 seats? Say you were a total like fat ass. Because I feel like
I don't even know.
And fuck anybody who says differently. We're on the verge of being fat asses, but we're still pretty like fit for fat guys. There's different levels to fat.
Yeah, there's morbidly obese, like I don't do shit, I don't get off the couch, and then there's guys like us that are like athletic. I wouldn't even call us fat. We're like athletically husky.
I like that.
I wouldn't even call us fat. Like
that makes me feel good for like eating fucking Jack in the Box and In-N-Out yesterday.
Damn, you did back. We going back to back.
A bang bang.
They said, "Sir, weren't you just here like 3 hours ago?"
With a fucking mustache.
Hey, oh mom, I need you to run me to the jumbo jet with cheese like a motherfucker, you heard?
What the fuck am I Ghostface killing now? Fucking Ghostface burger.
No, that I'm assuming that's just like your late night voice, you know? You just like,
hey, yo, mom.
Hey, yo, mom, run me another value fry.
I just turn into fucking Nas on them.
Hey, yo, throw a few tenders on that motherfucker. You know,
hey, yo, you.
Hey, yo, you.
You who's listening.
Light Jennings in the drive-thru.
You know what I want.
You just start hearing some acoustic. Hey, yo, you.
I can't help going to sleep without her good kid. Now, but yeah, like, we're not fucking, like, overly obese.
No.
Those motherfuckers, I think they charge them for 2 seats.
I mean, honestly, we could probably, you know, eat a little bit healthier, but, you know, at the same time, we're not, like, immobile. Like,
yeah.
We get up and we have full-time jobs. We go to work, like, 5-6 days a week, so it's not like we're, you know, sitting on the couch and we have, like, a fucking maid that's coming and bringing us food on the couch, like 600-pound life.
Yeah, we have wives.
Yeah, we're...
I'm
Teen marriage.
She doesn't watch this shit. If she did, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
She doesn't watch this.
I don't think so. I hope not. If she does, I'm gonna have to omit some stuff.
Yeah, we can't take no risks.
I'm gonna have to. I was just no. But yeah, bro. Like fucking. To me, it wasn't like what I expected, and that's kind of like, and I have to hold myself accountable because I do this shit a lot too. But I'm trying to like not do it anymore. If you leave the door open for expectation and then you don't exceed it, like taking a year off. And here's the thing, but that I think we have to like distinguish too. These guys are professional artists. I'm a part-time artist. Like I have to work and then I get to work on music and shit on the side. If it was my full job, you would get an album from me like every year, maybe even multiple. You know what I'm saying? But these guys, their full job is to make fucking music. And you took 5 years and then you dropped something that was not really up to par, in my opinion.
I wonder if the reason behind why they don't release so often is because maybe they are just trying to drop like a very like well made content. They don't want to just be releasing bullshit like a bunch of like archives like, oh yeah, I made this whole album in like a week. Like maybe they're just, because of their reputation and what people expect out of them, maybe they spend a lot more time producing and doing all that shit and, you know, getting all the bells and whistles on it.
Yeah.
Because they're just afraid of maybe what people are gonna say about it.
Yeah.
So maybe they feel like they need to work extra hard on it and they can't just be like, album here, LP. Like, and shout out to the people that can do that. Like I know Currency, he's very like
Viper.
Yeah, Viper. 378 consecutive albums, bro.
Yeah, but so like I don't have any issue with what you just said. I just at the end product has to be A1. I don't feel like that was A1. I feel like that was like that wasn't better than Butterfly. It wasn't better than Good Kid. That's like, if we keep it a buck, that's his least.
Yeah, and that's
at the bottom.
I mean, that's completely fine, you know. Like, I mean, everyone has opinions. Like,
well, objectively speaking, though, like, so you think what he dropped on your first listen, that was better than Pimp a Butterfly?
No.
Okay, and so was it better than Good Kid, Mad City?
No.
Was it better than his last release? Damn. That's where it gets like,
yeah,
okay.
that's like in the middle.
Yeah, but you don't want to be the motherfucker that's just comparing everything to Illmatic. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you need to maintain, because like motherfuckers were acting like he was about to sell a mill. They were acting like he's about to change the landscape.
I don't
music.
doubt that he's gonna get hella awards for that album.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I don't know. Would you even put that in like the gospel section at all, or would I mean?
No, he's still just regular rapping.
It's kind of weird, though. Isn't it kind of weird that how he kind of comes off as like a religious kind of type? Because like in the album cover, he was wearing the thorn crown, right?
Yeah.
That Jesus had.
Thorns.
So like, I'm just like wondering, like,
well, here's the thing, right? And this is kind of like,
what was
and
the vibe
I don't want,
there?
huh?
Like, what was the vibe there? Was he like trying to say like he's a god or?
Oh, I don't think that. I think he was trying to symbolize like he's the chosen one. He's the one who people should follow. Like, when he put on the crown of thorns, he released the visual of him like floating over the water, like he was on a cross.
Yeah.
Like, so he's trying to say like he is like the one, the chosen one type thing, but the one that should be chosen to lead the masses. When he puts out that type of imagery, I'd imagine you'd have to ask him, but I would say like he freed me in a certain way, because like people. Like, even, like, you know, from my show, I told you about old boy who, like, hit me up and was like, yo, some feedback. I think you should just, like, ditch the whole, you know, religious aspect. But at the end of the day, that's a part of me, you know? And if it comes out, it comes out. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not a preacher. I'm not going to try and, you know. But a lot of people like Kendrick and Cole, a lot of these people, they do have roots in that, if you pay attention. Like, when J. Cole, like, one of my favorite songs off of KOD was like Window Pane. And remember, like, he has like the little girl in the beginning, and she's like talking about like God and stuff like that.
Yeah. And
Cole is just listening to her, and I put my hands to the sky, I sing, thankful for the blessings you bring. Forgive me for the times I was.
Yeah, it's,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like very Christian centered.
Yeah, there's a lot of like Kendrick and Cole and all them. They
Big
just
Crit.
Big Crit. I think Big Crit is actually like, he's in a way he's kind of that gospel-y, because I mean he
has a song called "Keep the Devil Off."
Yeah,
keep the devil off.
He's from the South, but he has a lot of
like Baptist,
a lot of choir stuff. And, he's actually playing here today. I think he's gonna be the ballroom, Crescent Ballroom, maybe. I don't know.
Can you do like on-call tickets?
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I think it just costs a couple extra dollars the day of.
Oh shit, I have to look into that. I fuck with Big Crit. I've never seen him live.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard of him in a while.
Go Crizzle! And there's gonna be fucking like
215.
I'm gonna have some fucking like adhesive on this shit too, so he can't even take it. What the fuck? You know, like I'm violating you niggas, bro.
Yeah, I haven't.
No, but you know what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah, he kind of popped up out of the cut out of nowhere, because for a minute he was kind of
retired.
Yeah, I didn't hear a lot from him, but like I remember I fucked with his mixtapes like heavy back in the day.
So he I don't know if he got dropped or he just got released from Def Jam, and then he went independent, and then that's when he dropped Forever Is a Mighty Long Time.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the best album of the year. And fucking like Jay-Z dropped that year and Rhapsody dropped that year, but I was like, nah, bro. He raps better than Rhapsody, and this shit was way more jamming than Hov. I'm sorry. Like,
that was the best. I got a lot of mixed messages in my songs. Am I wrong to feel this way?
Like, I fucked with that whole shit, like, through and through. Like, Yeah, so a lot of these artists like Kendrick, like Cole, they do have a religious element to it.
They leave breadcrumb trails.
Yeah, but then they're still
religion.
gonna say like, they're gonna still say nigga, and they're still gonna say like bitch and fuck.
Oh.
And so people are not gonna group them in to like a Lecrae type rapper.
Oh yeah, because they like to keep it like clean.
Yeah, because like not only does Lecrae type, Lecrae is kind of like becoming the outcast to that community. I can speak for that because I'm in tune with it. People don't even really consider him a Christian rapper anymore, even though like he's a Christian rapper. The dude doesn't cuss. He was
popping off for a minute though back in the day. Because I remember there was a couple dudes that, like in my high school, they had Lecrae shirts, and I was like, "Who is that?" And he's like, "Oh, he's a Christian rapper."
Well, because he first presented himself as a super like God, like Jesus Christ is my nigga, like that.
Hey yo,
like that was probably your grandma.
He's the son of the original G.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like he came out like super Jesus-y, just like I did. That was kind of one of my big influences.
Well, I mean, everybody
electro worship rap.
Everybody has changes and stuff like that, but like I had told you, people are gonna have biased opinions about your music. But at the end of the day, you make the call of what you want to do. That's your choice. That's your art. Just because somebody said something, you go, okay, duly noted, whatever. But like, you don't have to go, oh man, this guy wants me to start doing trap rap.
Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that you have to.
Yeah. But to a less impressionable, that person was like good-hearted, I believe. I kind of felt what they were going with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like feels like you're teeter-totter. But that's just who I am as an individual. I mean, I'm very much spiritual, but then I'm also very much like, I'm a rapper and I'm in tune with the culture. I don't ever want to feel like, and I feel like I'm speaking for a lot of these type of rappers who play that line, because some guys don't give a fuck with none of that shit. Like Meek Mill, he just drops an album, he's trying to like get these bitches like jumping and doing all that shit. He doesn't care about your soul a lot, And some tracks, especially off of his last track, his album Championships, he was like talking about justice and stuff like that. But a Future, for example, he doesn't give a fuck about your religion.
On the contrary, Meek Mill, we're gonna need another album soon, bro.
Yeah, I thought Championships was okay. But you know what I'm saying? Like somebody like fucking like Future or Lil Durk, or one of these guys that's just an entertainer and doing the popular shit, which is like mostly like violent and negative. They don't care about implementing those type of messages into their stuff. So like they're not gonna talk about God. Kendrick is, Cole is, Drake even doesn't even talk about God like that. When you really think about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really just those conscious rappers who are more in tune with the spiritual.
And it's kind of weird though that he doesn't even talk about that, because I mean he has
Jewish, right? Something like that. Drake?
Yeah, I think he is. Cause like 40, I think he's Jewish too, right? Or then what's his other dude's name?
Oliver?
Yeah, Yeah, I think he's Jewish too.
Oh shit.
I don't know. One of them's Jewish, or both of them are Jewish. I don't know, but it's just like, and like also more like breadcrumb trails, because like he does like the praying hands.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And it's six God, like.
Well, he always says like a lot of lines like
religious breadcrumbs.
Well, he says a lot of lines that infer that he's like agnostic. Like an example is he's like, someone like whoever is watching over me, like whatever. Like he doesn't say like who, he just says like someone or something's like looking.
Well, how's he gonna be agnostic, but he's got a hit song called God's Plan?
Okay, so
he's not saying
agnostic means like you don't know.
Yeah, you believe that there is a presence of a God, but you don't believe in a certain God.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you don't believe in like what like the Buddhists believe in, or what Hindu people believe in.
And it could just be a common phrase that he's saying, like God, whoever, like God to some people is the universe. But like, agnostic also means like you're just unsure. You're not gonna say yes. You're not gonna say no.
Yeah, but unless you're really thinking that deeply into it, you just like assume that like he's talking about God.
Yeah.
Because like I mean, that could just be misconstrued easily, because he just says God's plan. He's not saying some type of God's plan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because like I mean, he's Jewish by race, not necessarily the religion.
Yeah.
As far as I know, he hasn't really presented himself to be a Jewish rapper like that one fucking guy. Like, you ever hear that one fucking guy who had like the fucking like the Jew curls, and he was like fucking fast rapping?
Oh, Matisyahu?
Yeah.
Matisyahu slaps, bro.
What was that one joint he had? It was like fucking
King Without a Crown or something like that.
That shit used to be like, cause I didn't have cable, bro. We had channel 61.
That shit slapped.
That shit used to be. Yeah, bro.
I mean, I couldn't really understand him, bro. But that shit was hitting though. It was like, I don't know. It was like Jewish, but it was also like kind of like reggae.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, he was a fucking spitter, bro. But he's never like gone in that direction with this shit. Like he just always kind of keeps it ambiguous, which is like it's his right to do. Like, what does he believe? I don't know.
Yeah.
He does like the sixth shit and calls himself the sixth god. And so someone who calls themselves God, outside the 5%er shit, they're probably not really the most religious.
What's today's mathematics, brother?
And he's like, oh, he about to get his ass whooped.
Yeah, you ain't going by Rakim no more.
Rakim!
We love you, Rakim.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. So like, but I don't know if a lot of people knew that about like my situation. Like, I always used to look at them and I was like, I consider them Christian rappers. I consider them rappers who preach.
Mm-hmm.
But they just don't give it to you in the clean cut way that like a 1K Few or some of these dudes you probably don't even know, like Tadashi or fucking Ambassador, Andy Mineo, Lecrae. Like,
see, you be stepping outside the box because I don't even know. The only one I knew out of that was Lecrae.
yeah, there's a bunch of Christian rappers that are just like, they're damn near like preachers, like Shylin, all these guys who just are preaching the gospel, but they're doing it through music.
It was weird. I wasn't a teenager until I figured out that DMX was a preacher.
He's a what?
Or wasn't he? He was a pastor, wasn't he?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's why he always had like the sermons and stuff at the beginning of his albums.
DMX is another good example. Obviously, he wasn't like living it out. I mean, the dude was like doing drugs, fucking hella bitches.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense though, because like at the beginning of his album, he'd be like, "Dear Lord."
But then, yeah, and he still had the presence of mind to give you that. And I just think people don't understand that. It's like a lot of us are multifaceted. Like, we're not just one thing. We have a bunch of different, like, even Kendrick said, I'm just a nigga that's evil and spiritual. Like, we all have a dichotomy to us. And as long as you're trying to do the right thing when you're making your art, I don't see it as a loss. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just because the N-word gets dropped or, you know, a cuss word get like, at the end of the day, bro, if a pastor freaking stubbed his toe, he might say, oh shit.
Yeah, but that doesn't define your religion just because of what you say.
Exactly, right?
I mean, unless you're like, it would obviously be like a problem with your religion if you're like, oh, we love the devil, praise the devil. Like, obviously that, like, you're not fucking Christian then or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, just because somebody cusses doesn't mean that they're not religious.
Exactly. Well, some people might be like, no, you need to repent for that.
So it says here, DMX was a transitional deacon and aspired to become ordained as a pastor, stating that he received a call in 2009. He gave a sermon in the church in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, shit.
In 2020, he held an online Bible study and asked to accept Jesus as their Lord and Savior. So,
you know what I mean?
So he's an ordained
Jesus
pastor.
baptized in the water. Oh, oh, oh. You know what I mean? And hold up. I did it correct.
Hey, yo, Jesus is my G.
Let us pray.
Alright.
Now I lay me down to sleep.
Alright. You gonna put some respect.
I pray the devil won't go through my booty cheeks.
Hey, yo, put some respect on Earl Simmons, bro.
Nah, that's how I used to be doing this shit. That shit was always so funny to me. But
yeah,
so I mean, he took the crown of thorns thing. He did the you know, maybe he's saying he's the savior of the game.
Because you know how like certain people, they would just look at that and look right past it. But to me, I was like, there's got to be some kind of like explanation or like makes you think.
Another one could be, you know, he is the true king. You know, like Drake talks about having the crown. But what I'll say is, bro, that album did not make you the king in my eyes. Like, that shit was mid. As far, like, it's slightly above mid. It's not trash, but it's like...
Alright, chill out, Corey.
Who?
It's a chill out, Corey.
Who's that?
I don't know. It sounds like someone by kid.
I don't know. I mean, I thought Kendrick was mid.
I thought it was mid. But no.
Donda's the real album.
Well, even... I didn't even fucking finish Donda. I was just like, turn this shit off, bro. But like, I don't know, man. I think people are trying to make him seem like he's the guy, but that just wasn't it for me. But now, I'm not going to offer that critique without saying I heard a lot of therapy talk on his album, so that could explain why it took so long. Like he was raising his family, fixing himself.
Oh
And
yeah,
then,
also that too.
you know.
He has, it had like family things, so it could have took him a little bit more time. But like I said, maybe he was just on top of him taking care of his family. He was also trying to make a meaningful album.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't just trying to spew some fucking random nonsense bullshit. Like, man, this guy ain't talking about nothing.
Cause yeah, me and the homie Satellite, we were talking about that, and we were talking about like Drake. But I was like, bro, like Drake drops consistently, but he said there was only three songs on Drake's album that he like thought were good, and I was like, all right, bro, take it easy, bro. I can name like 10 songs that I thought were like really slapping. So I don't know, but Drake gives it to you every year. He's here in your face consistently. Cole has been here in your face consistently every 2 years. I don't think any of them have ever taken like a 5-year hiatus, especially on Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But,
I mean Drake's maybe taken like what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a 2 year. That's about the maximum
Yeah.
he's done.
But I don't know, like, I don't want to just draw it out, but like to me the album was cool, but it definitely wasn't like what I was expecting. I was expecting some like monumental game-changing shit. Like I heard people talking like this was about to be the next shit to change the course of music, and none of that happened. It was just like,
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that works.
it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
But, yeah, no, I guess maybe I was expecting a little bit more. I mean, it was just kind of a different style for me, and like I was telling homeboy at work, he was like, what did you think of it? And I was like, I mean, like the thing was, like it was like a very versatile album.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the beginning, it was kind of like a, I don't even know how to say
A lot of the beats I was.
It was like a slam poetry kind of
Yes.
vibe, and then it moved up a little bit, and then it went down, and then it went back up to like where Baby King produced that one song, and it got kind of hype.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was like a roller coaster ride. I mean, there was just like all kinds of different, just kind of vibes going on there.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily terrible, but it was just kind of, you know.
Yeah. And I guess we can all take note, especially artists, like, bro, you gotta be consistent. If you're gonna take time off, you gotta, like, come back hard, or else people are gonna start looking at you like you're, like, fucking trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause even I was listening to Drake shit, and he's like, if we talking top 3, you've been sliding at third, like, stolen bases. And I was like, who could he be talking to? I think he's talking about Kendrick. If we're talking top 3, cause we all know who's the top 3.
Uh-huh.
And it's Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. He's like, if we talking top 5, like if we talking top 3, you've been sliding to third, like stolen bases. Like I took that as a shot at Kendrick, honestly.
So what is it? So essentially, he's just saying like
me, Cole, and
like
then
you're kind of just hopping back into the picture. And
no, you're playing the background.
Oh,
Me, Cole, and
like
then you.
we're
boy.
doing like we on the front, you in the back.
Yeah, me, Cole, and then you, boy. Like that's what I interpreted it as.
What do you mean by that?
Boy, cause he's a nigga. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that out.
Hey, nah, I'm gonna make that the fucking one clip that we post. Onyx album though. Alright, well yeah, Kendrick album, we didn't really give a review. That's my review, kind of. It was cool. I'm not really. The replay value wasn't there for me. I'll probably check it out a little bit more when I'm on vacation, but for right now, a couple of joints on there I really liked. Like the fuck you bitch, like, nah, fuck you. What was
Yeah.
that? We Cry Together. Like that was a good concept. I like that.
I know what you're talking about.
But other than a couple of joints, I was just like, Whereas like
Yeah, there was none that I really like had taken to heart. Like, damn, I gotta hear this shit again. This
Yeah.
is a daily for me.
Yeah. But what I always love, have you ever done this, bro? Like when you're listening to an album and then you get stuck in like this little replay loop.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, bro. Like the last time I really experienced that was like Drake when he did fucking More Life, and then that joint Teenage Fever was on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that was such the perfect song. I listened to it for like fucking 30 minutes
Bro,
straight.
I mean, there's still songs from 20 fucking years ago that I still keep in a daily like.
You're like, shit, I need to
rotation.
listen to that again. Like everything in here is like perfect. So nothing like that. We Cry Together was probably like the one that I listened to a couple of times, and I was like, yo, this shit's kind of lit. I like the concept. But the concept's kind of been done before, like, you know, a girl and a dude. Like Cole has a song called Lost Ones where it's like a male perspective, female perspective, but it's more about like, you know, aborting a baby and all that type of stuff. But the Onyx album, I thought that shit was fire.
Yeah, and like we were talking about, like I'm loving how the OGs are coming back into the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is though is that if they're not disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
The flows are if they just came straight from '96. Nothing got switched up.
Yeah, and they said fuck all I knew it.
No, they came in with the fucking that raw shit, and I was like, hey yo, you coming like this?
Put your hands up, what you shoot with. Put your hands up, that you.
Put your hand up that you shoot with.
Yeah, fucking
Sticky fingers. With
I thought it was
crazy
fire.
shit.
I mean, I don't even care that it was 19 minutes. Like, we don't need a full album from you. You're a legend already. Like, you're a legendary group.
Yeah, but the fact that they're just kind of popping out of the cut like that.
Yeah, like, I like it. I like the consistency. I don't want you to come and try and do some new shit.
Like Black Star and then Onyx coming out. I was like, hey, yo.
Yeah, like, I fuck with it heavy, bro. Like, I thought that shit was dope.
I mean, like, I know you're not probably familiar with them, but Black Moon, they had an album a couple years ago that they came out with that I was fucking with. They were from like back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like Who Got the Props?
Yeah, just send it to me. I'll check it out.
Yeah, but like I was just like, hey, yo, bro, like I'm feeling this. Like I like that the old heads are coming back.
Yeah,
and
bro.
dropping
Even
some fire shit.
In the topic of old heads, like fucking Busta Rhymes, bro. Like,
yeah.
he fucking, like, his album, I loved it. ELE too.
You were telling me you were still playing that shit on repeat, and that shit was from like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, like, I probably listened to that album all the way through, like, fucking, like, 10 times. Because I was just like, this shit is... Like, he opened up his fucking album with, I think it was, like, Nas and Q-Tip or some crazy shit. I don't remember if it was Q-Tip and Nas, but, or Rakim. But he just fucking, the first track on the album is just, like, fucking Rakim. Like, that's fucking, like, thank you. That's some fucking, like... That sets the tone for the whole shit. Like, you're like, oh, fuck.
My Busters are dope, man.
Yeah, and then, like, Nas is dropped, like, fucking, like, the legends are coming back and still doing their own shit. And then they're saying, like, fuck out of here with all that new shit. I love it. And they're actually fucking, like, the music is kind of better. Now, the music is dated, right? Like, put your hand up that you shoot with, shoot. Or even, like, I felt that same way with, like, Hammer Dance by fucking Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
I'm in the club, I'm not doing nothing, I'm doing the Hammer Dance. Like, this is like he's up on the wall posted like fucking like with Damien at the fucking party. Like, yeah, got my shank on me, got my armor.
Yeah, that motherfucker looking magically delicious.
Yeah, that's the much. But you know, like Damien was just in there posted up like
got the
shit.
fucking phone books taped to his stomach.
In case some shit pop off, and then Craig's like, yo, this is my family.
Yeah,
Nothing's gonna happen.
he got his back to the wall, bro. He got the shank ready.
I was getting those type of vibes, like, yo, I'm in the club, we're doing the Hammer Dance. In case you have to put. Gotcha, motherfucker.
Or yeah, but like, and they like I noticed on like the Onyx album, like they were talking about like some 90s shit, like he playing with me and I'm gonna come and whoop your ass, like like they were just talking about straight throwing hands. They weren't talking about just pulling.
These new boys, man, you can't throw hands. They're like, what the fuck? They're gonna
Sticky Fax gonna show up.
Fucking Lil Tim your ass, boy.
Yo, run your pocket, son.
That was this dude, Lil Tim, right? Lil Timmy. That like killed King Von? Lil Timmy or Lil Tim?
Bro, I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it was Lil Tim or some shit like that.
It's weird though. I don't get into a lot of that stuff. Like, I mean, I hear about it. And
Yeah.
God damn, that sucks. Like, but I don't like read into it. I'm like, alright, who was the shooter?
Yeah, well, I only knew because I never even heard the dude Quando Rondo until fucking Breakfast Club interviewed him about the whole situation, and I was like, well, I had never really heard of King Von like that. You know what I'm saying? I've heard of like the people who are their big homies, like Chief Keef, Dirk, Lil Reese, 600 Breezy. I've heard of those dudes through, you know, their music, and 600 Breezy, he was like on the Drake album.
Yeah.
And I was like, who the fuck is 600 Breezy? And why is he on Drake's album? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, but King Von, I never really listened to his shit or knew who he was until he got killed. You know what I'm saying? And I heard one song from him. It was like, it was crazy because like they were shooting dice in the alleyway. So it's a music video. They're shooting dice, and then something happens, and then dude like
was it Crazy Story? Because there's a couple.
I think so. Yeah.
There's a couple parts to it.
So dude like socks him, and then he pulls out and shoots, and then it's showing the bullet. And then King Von's like rapping next to like some CGI type shit.
Honestly, that shit was one of a kind though, because he was like a storyteller.
Exactly.
That's
when
that
I was
storyteller
like,
flow. He wasn't like just rapping. He would like legit tell like, this is how it went. Like
yeah. So like that's when I knew. I was like, damn, it sucks, bro. Like I don't really know what type of, this is a weird profession.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like and we can transition into like fucking Freddie Gibbs getting his fucking ass whooped, but it seems like hip hop comes hand in hand with violence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's weird how
or not hip. Certain types of hip hop.
It's weird how that they like incorporate together.
Yeah.
Because it's like I mean like you don't see like
common.
You don't see like Pearl Jam calling out Nirvana and like, hey yo, let's meet up, bro. Like, look, I'm gonna sock you out for real.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but I guess it's like
it would just be it would be like little subtle jabs and shots, huh? Like,
yeah,
it's like fucking RZA in the record store. Like, yeah, that was nice for the city.
Stevie Wonder's and calling Ray Charles like,
yeah,
like, hey yo, meet up with me, bro. We gonna fade it out.
Oh, it's a fade it out. Why did you pick Stevie and Ray?
I don't know. Like
they're gonna be fucking like swinging like Kane in the no, Trey.
Yeah, Trey.
They're gonna be fucking swinging like Trey. Fucking like, cause they're both blind.
You gonna fuck with me?
They're like fucking over there fighting.
No, I don't know, but like I'm just saying like something outside of the
hip hop
drama.
Okay,
like it's like Kelly Clarkson calling out Avril Lavigne, bro. Like,
yeah.
Let's meet up, bro. Let's scrap.
Yeah. Or like, Miley, what's good?
Yeah, I just don't. I don't.
It's weird.
I mean, it's music. I mean, there's not really a whole lot that you have to like. I understand, like, you know, like besides the street business and all that stuff like that. I mean, it's music, but it's just weird how the violence gets incorporated into it.
Well, it's music until it's not music, right? You know, like, cause we were talking about, fucking like Freddie Gibbs getting ran down on, but what he said wasn't music. Like, shout out to the shoot. That's not music. That's like, wait a minute, what? Huh?
That's just
that's like
it's like a personal job.
That's like you having a young like daughter, and me saying, yo, and who got molested? Like, yo, shout out to the molester.
Yeah,
like, huh?
That's kind of dark, bro.
That's like, so shout out to the shoot, cause Benny got hit from that, right?
I don't.
Or did he get shot at?
I don't know exactly.
Well, don't even joke about that.
Like it was something along the lines of that, but it's weird because Benny was confused about. He's like, I don't even know what the fuck, like I don't even know what started all this. Like it just kind of popped out of nowhere.
You know what it is, bro? A lot of these fucking rappers are mentally unstable. I think like
I feel like it's just it's like the power of like wanting to be relevant is very toxic and poisonous.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to go to great lengths and measurements to like make yourself known like that. Like you got to say some wild ass shit.
Cause he's really talented. Like bullshit aside, bro. Like,
but it's sad that you have to get to that point just to be noticed. You're like, oh, people aren't noticing me. Let's go ahead and take some shots at people. Like,
I mean, Daylight, who's like one of the greatest battle rappers lyrically, like he's probably top 5. Like when you just talk about like Loaded Lux, fucking Murder Mook, Daylight is in that top 5 discussion as far as like pen goes. But the dude would like do all types of fucking stupid shit just to get noticed because his talent wasn't doing it for him. So he gets a face tat. He strips down in front of the crowd. He shows up in these little funny costumes, doing all this fucking like what I would call coon shit, just like fucking like tap dancing and fucking. That's what it is, bro. It's like fucking like just like look at that word. Yeah, he's like, I ain't heard that one in a minute.
We need to get a little sound effect.
The beat.
We have been triggered.
No, but it's like it's all like that's what we would call it though, bro. Like if somebody's just fucking tap dancing, doing all this fucking like it's called cooning. That's what we call it. Then it's like, all right, bro. So like you're selling yourself out. You're like trying to get attention.
Yeah. That's like with the whole 6ix9ine thing. Like when people stop talking about him, he just comes up with some wild ass shit.
Yeah, like he starts getting super flagrant, disrespectful. And
Yeah. He starts like saying some fucking wild ass shit that's like, bro, I don't even know how you're still here, bro.
Because he rolls around with a bunch of fucking
it's
like
just
goons.
deadly, bro. Like, I mean, but he's not like a thing anymore, bro. Like he can't even afford like a fucking security entourage. Like,
I mean, he was just on Academics podcast. That shit was going crazy.
Yeah, he was.
And Whack 100.
Yeah, he was saying some crazy shit.
Like,
he was saying something about like the dead, bro, and he was like, "They got caught lacking them, didn't they?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
Nipsey.
whoa.
Yeah, you mentioned Nipsey.
Yeah, he said, Nipsey got caught lacking. I said,
I get the point
This
he's
ain't the
trying to
way to-
make is like, yo, alright, so
but bro,
but like,
and it's funny.
speak respectfully.
Yeah, it's funny that he was talking about Latin. He just got punched in the face at the club like 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh, he's gonna end up dead, bro, and then
But
no one's gonna be surprised. And I mean, will we feel bad for it? I don't know. I mean, it's
You
funny.
reap what you sow.
Well, I just heard this the other day too. Joe Budden said it, and he's like, certain people you can't. And that's kind of the issue I had with old boy I used to tell you about. He wanted me to be in his rap group, fucking like 45-year-old rapper, doesn't even have a fucking album out. I'm not gonna say your name. You know what I'm saying? Remember I told you about this dude?
Yeah.
And his like the manager, I'm not even gonna mention his name, you know what I'm saying? But the manager that we were under passed away. I didn't really fuck with the manager because like he did nothing for me. He was just taking my money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I did everything I got. I did it on my own.
Right.
My music got it on Spotify. Did my own music videos. Fucking pushed my own records to like all the shit you think a manager would do.
Yeah.
He did none of that, right? And
So essentially, you had him, but you were working for yourself.
Exactly,
You were
right?
doing everything yourself.
And then he didn't really understand me, and so I was like, all right, bro. Like as soon as his contract's up, I'm out. I didn't not like him, but he passed away, and some people are gonna be celebratory, which I don't really get. You know what I'm saying? Because they were talking about Kevin Samuels. He passed away, right?
Mhm.
These dudes would be like out here just grilling these bitches. And he's like, all the people that were like celebrating, what is wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with being indifferent. And of course, sadness is the main thing that people have in people's eyes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like to cheer someone's death, it shows like your mental state is not like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, as badly as people hated Hitler, right?
Yeah.
Did they cheer when he died, or were you just like, relief isn't bad. Relief is a little different than cheering.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
well, because like when you're just out here like throwing a fucking parade over some shit, like that's whack. But you know, like obviously, if you having different feelings about it, you're like,
yeah. Because I was just indifferent.
Like
I was like, yeah, bro. Like, no disrespect. I didn't really vibe. I don't know what I said. It was nothing crazy. It was just like, I didn't really know how to feel about it, bro. I didn't really like
I mean,
rock with him like that. So
it's pretty cut and dry. Like, in how I feel, disrespecting the dead is bad. Yeah. It's bad karma for you. It's bad on you. It makes you look bad. Yeah. It's just very ill-mannered. So it's like, it doesn't matter the circumstances or how much you didn't like the person. You just don't talk down on the dead. Yeah, it's done. It's over with. It's over with. Like, it's done. At this point, you're just beating a dead horse. Like, literally. You know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know, like, when people are cheering and I see 6ix9ine doing all that goofy shit, I just say, all right, man, this guy, like, if he dies, I'm just going to be, like, I'm going to be indifferent, but I'm also going to be, like, sad because, like, this is a culture that we have where people feel like they need to do all this shit to be hard, to be real. Like, if he realized that just being you and, like, letting go of all the goofiness, of you trying to seem hard to people that don't just
really
be
respect
yourself. Don't be going out of the normal, like, trying to act completely wild. Yeah. Just to get attention. Just be yourself. Yeah. Because a lot of goofy shit got said in that interview. And I was just like, bro, like... It's just weird how the demand for, like, clout and recognition, I should say. It's just weird how that's just so, like, needed. It's, like, almost like oxygen to them. Well, it's currency. In the culture, it's cultural currency, if you really think about it. Yeah. Like, being well-respected back then. Because here's the thing. Somebody like my son... you know who that is? I've heard of him. Yeah. He was big back then, did a bid, held it down, didn't snitch, whatever, came out, he's respected, does nothing for him. Amongst the OGs it does. The OGs respect him. The new people, unless you're like clouded up and have money, they don't give a fuck about your respect. It's like you earned in the 90s. Like if you're starting to become like inactive and you fall off, that's probably on you. Like, you need to make the choice to, like, make yourself more known. Yeah. Not just saying wild shit about other people to be like, oh, yo, this dude's trending because he said this. Like, just work on yourself. like if you're gonna be, if you feel like you're falling off and not a lot of people are fucking with you anymore, then work on yourself. Work on some more projects.
Work on your craft.
Yeah, don't come out with some whack ass shit talking about other people's
microwave music type
Yeah.
shit. Like actually like, because here's the thing, these days people don't give a fuck. Like get yourself a good writer. Like find a hit.
Yeah, because like if you fall off, that's probably a personal problem. Like that's probably something that you did.
You know what it is too. He probably can't even find a person to write for him because he's blackballed.
Oh yeah.
Fucking 6ix9ine.
There's probably a lot of people that don't want to collab with him at all.
So like you have to come up with everything in house, or you have like fucking little leeches and bums that are trying to sell you songs, and your shit's not gonna slap like it did before. You know, because people like, oh, we don't fuck with snitches type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, man. Like it really speaks to a further thing of like back to Freddie Gibbs. You know, like people do dumb shit just to get noticed when they are talented. Because 6ix9ine is talented. Like a lot of people cannot make records, bro. I could write a fucking hit for you, and unless you can go in that booth and really execute it, it's gonna be just like a theoretical hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a waste of time. It's not gonna be meaningful.
It's gonna be fucking. It's gonna sound like trash. You could have rapped God's
It's
Plan.
filler music.
Bro, I could have brought you God's Plan, and you would have rapped that shit, and that shit would sound like ass.
Yeah.
Fucking ass gas. You know, but Drake does it, and it sounds like fucking a hit because he knows all the little nuances, the breath control, the timing, the delivery, right? So I don't know, bro. Like it, it's just it's very weird, bro. Because somebody like Freddie Gibbs is like a elite lyricist, and then he's gonna get his ass whooped for just talking shit.
Yeah.
Unless we're talking about some real gang shit, but it's like, unless there's some fucking Indiana and Buffalo beef that I'm not aware of, like what the fuck? Is Indiana by like?
Well, if the
Gary, Indiana by Buffalo, New York, or
I have no clue. But if the guy that's being like talked on is confused by the whole situation, like, I mean, if there's no beef there and it was just like out of the normal, like that's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because he said like he like talked about it and he was like, I'm confused by this whole shit. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well,
what the fuck was said.
I will say they're kind of in the same lane.
Yeah.
Like that because they're mainstream, but they're still kind of undergroundy mainstream as far as like they're not doing commercial rap.
I think it's weird. Like, I don't want to sound like PC, but like I feel like if you're just gonna if you're doing music, like just stay in your own lane. Just do you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't step out of your lane. Don't like diss other people. That's where just like everything gets entangled.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're here to make music. You're here to distribute to the public and the people. Do that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be coming out here and like releasing an album and going, oh, you know what, I'm bored. Let me talk shit about this dude.
You know what's funny? That's why
that's why I just think that's as weird how how the music industry works.
That's why I fuck with Drake, bro. Like Drake is someone who said fuck all that like dissing for no reason. Like that's why he didn't connect with the Control record that Kendrick put out.
Mm-hmm.
Drake is literally known for collaborating overly with people and showing love. In the 90s, it was fucking like cutthroat. Like part of hip hop is competition.
Yeah,
Drake
it was almost like a battle rap.
Yeah, he was trying to not necessarily get rid of that aspect, but just like, yo, that's the old times. Like, we could all make money together if we do it this way.
Right, let's do it like as a team. Let's make money. Like,
but a lot of people who are still hip hop, they like to, and you know that's why I didn't do certain things that I was gonna do as far as like dissing motherfuckers from the city and all that type of shit.
You got the shit slapped out of you.
Yeah, right.
Got the fire slapped out of you.
Mister, can I rap for you? That motherfucker slapping the shit out of me, like that's crazy.
You said you were talking about me?
Oh, right.
You what did slap?
No,
Why I oughta?
I'm not even gonna say shout out to you though, but you know what I'm saying. But it's like a lot of people want to take that 50 mentality and just how to rob, come out. But here's the thing, that was rap. It's clearly rap, right? He wasn't saying like nothing like crazy about doing nothing. I mean he's like, what Jigga? So 4 million got something to live for? They'll make a nigga put fold through your Bentley coupe dope. Like that's rap. He's not saying he's gonna physically hurt you. He's not saying, yo, Jay-Z, shout out to the motherfucker that shot you. Like he's not doing nothing. If it's rap, okay, if some people still have that mentality that we have to be battle rapping, then okay, as long as it's rap, it's fine. Once you cross the line, you're gonna get your ass whooped, and these days, get your ass smoked. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like words these days hit a lot harder, especially when it's on social media. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, you tweet something, you might get smoked.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like...
Mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah, so, I mean, but I'm of the mindset that, like, yo, like, that's why I fucked with Drake, because he wasn't trying to diss nobody for no reason. He eventually turned into, like, the sub, you know, guy, just like Hove, you know, but... Those are just little subtle jabs and shots because people are saying they're better than him. He's like, all right, well, now I got to start, like, taking little jabs and shots back. Because it's like, you're sliding into third. If we're talking top 3, you're in third. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm dropping, Cole's dropping, where the fuck are you? And I imagine Drake's next shit is going to have a bunch of lines that are, like, slick talking, like, yeah, that shit you dropped was boo-boo.
That's to be expected, though.
You know, because it's like there's a competitive nature amongst the elite, but everyone else, you don't have to be on that shit. You know, I think Freddie Gibbs is on that shit, but he just is not keeping it rap, and that's why he got his ass locked up.
I mean, that's what like. Just with the top trending art, like the top rappers, like that's just what happens, bro. Like at the mountaintop, the crown's up there, and everybody's climbing for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's always like a reputation builder.
Yeah. Oh, and I just realized King of Kings, Jesus is called the King of Kings, so maybe Kendrick's trying to say he's the King of the Kings. Because Drake's always says, you know, grab the top spot, like part of my reach.
Well,
like,
we all know the King of Kings is Triple H. It's time to play the game.
Speaking of Triple H, fucking at the show, fucking Big Show was a waiter. Yo,
no, he was security, bro.
Oh, that motherfucker looked like he was taking people drinks.
Well, it's the big fat show tonight.
Bro.
Coming out with the one-arm singlet.
Yeah, and a fucking little armband.
He's out here just grabbing, choke slamming dudes and giving them chest slaps.
Jesus Christ, man, but...
I didn't even notice until you said it. That shit had me rolling.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I looked back and he had the goatee, like Big Show, he had the bald
Big
head.
Show is here serving people lime margaritas.
Got the Oscar Mayer fingers. I was like, damn.
It's like, you lost, boy.
Am I talking too fast for you?
It's like, no, I'm performing. It's like, nah, you're not fucking performing. What are you talking about? I'm in the battle. I just got...
Like, go ahead and go out the back door while you can before I alarm the team.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
I don't know. In a more serious note, though, since we're on, like, Buffalo and drama, the shooting that happened, the racial, that's just another fucking dude, or dweeb.
Racially motivated mass shooting.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. Like, yo, my bad. He just said my...
Yeah, literally in his live stream, he literally...
So did he shoot the guy?
No, he caught a white dude blacking behind the counter.
Oh.
And he had pointed his gun at him and he said, oh, my bad. And then he just continued on looking for black people.
Shit, that would have been a terrible day to go to the store.
Yeah, it's...
Start Amazon carting shit now.
Yeah, bro. And that's like... It fills the world with, like, fear to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're just like... It's like you can't even simply go out and buy some groceries for your family without some crazy shit going down. Not to mention, this dude drove 200 miles to Buffalo to a predominantly black neighborhood.
Oh, fuck.
And he went into the grocery store and literally targeted
give us the breakdown then, because I didn't know all that shit. You've been following it, like, you've been posting it longer
than because it was... They deemed it racially motivated because...
He had a manifesto, I saw that.
He had a manifesto.
Like, too many motherfucking niggas out here.
Yeah, basically. He drove out of his way 200 miles to a remotely black neighborhood.
So where's he from?
I think he was down like, I want to say south, or he might have been from New York, he might have been from a different state, but he drove 200 miles to a fucking grocery store. He literally just like looked up on the map, hey Google, where is there a predominantly black neighborhood that I could go to? Okay, we're going to Buffalo. And he went to that neighborhood, picked a grocery store, and live streamed the whole thing.
Damn.
And that whole kill list of 10 people was not one white person. He was specifically going in there and targeting black people.
I just saw the president tweeted. He said like he condemned white supremacy. Like that's something that I don't know if
It's fucked, man.
I don't want to like throw Trump under the bus unnecessarily for our fucking Republican viewers, but like I don't know if Trump's saying that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's.
But I was like, damn, Joe Biden's out here like fucking just saying, yo, we don't fuck with white supremacy.
It's fucked that we're this far into the future and we still haven't figured out how to come together.
Yeah.
Like we're still out here doing some fucking shit straight out of the 50s handbook. Like
I can't let you say that though. I not that I disagree with you, but like I think we are like we're more integrated and more than we've ever been before. There's just still
Definitely.
certain people out there that just, and this is why like if you want to get into it, I have an idea, and who knows if I ever run for fucking president, I might make racism illegal, outlaw it. Just like if you see the swastika in fucking Germany, you're getting your ass thrown in jail or cited or whatever.
mm-hmm.
Outlaw racism. You get caught posting some weird shit, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Like fucking like outlaw that shit. I don't give a fuck if it violates your constitutional rights or not. Outlaw that shit.
I mean, as far as anything like people posting like problematically racist stuff on like any like social media, like
misdemeanor.
but like right now, I mean, as it stands, they pretty much just lose their job. I mean, they get discredited.
Yeah.
Everybody just knows about it.
It feels like I think I said that a little. I don't know. I was
In a way,
watching.
you're getting canceled, basically.
I said it in one of my live streams I did for some other crazy shit that happened, another shooting. But I was like, it feels like these days.
In Southern California, is that the one you're talking about?
I don't know. I was just looking through my lives and I had said it, but I was like, damn, that was a really good one. It seems like a social death is more impactful than actual death these days.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody gets killed or gets like fucking whatever, and it's like, another person's dead. We devalue life. But if you fucking deplatform somebody, it's the biggest fucking deal.
Yeah. You want to hear the most fucked up thing about the Buffalo shooting?
Go for it.
The fucking girl that was inside, she was hiding behind a counter or something like that. She called dispatch to report it. She's like, I need police to come down here now. There's an active shooter. He's shooting in the store. I can hear his footsteps. But she was whispering. And the fucking dispatcher was like, why are you whispering? And she's like, I'm whispering because I don't want him to hear me. And you know what she did? Fucking dispatch hung up on her. So I guess from what I saw in the article, once they released that, and they said that dispatch had hung up on a girl that was reporting that shooting, I guess she just got put on leave. Like, that's it? Like, you should be in jail for that, for ignoring shit like that. Like, that's like a serious emergency. Like, if somebody literally says to you on the phone and you're dispatch, there's a person in the store, he has an assault rifle and he's shooting people. That's not a fucking red flag.
Yeah.
The only thing you got out of that whole paragraph was, why are you whispering?
Like she was that bitch from the Chappelle show. Stop playing on my phone.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, dude, you hear that and you're worried about her whispering, and then you hang up on her because she was whispering. Like, oh no, you're right. I should probably just fucking yell in the whole store. So the guy comes over.
Excuse me, sir. What's your name? The dispatch is asking.
Yeah.
Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Sorry, I'm not a Caucasian here. He's targeting me, so I'm trying to be quiet.
Was she aware of that? Or was she just like, there's an active shooter? And...
Well, I don't think she was at the time, but I think she was just. She probably thought it was a free for all, so she was just trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's an active shooter in the store. Oh, so why are you whispering? I literally just fucking told you why I'm whispering. Like, I'm not. You think I'm just gonna be talking out loud like nothing's happening?
I mean, it just further pinpoints the just. I don't even know what the fuck to call it, but just like a lot of the. And I guess maybe people are just trying to do their best, but it doesn't take a lot to be a dispatcher. Like, you just don't have to go to college. You have to do training, but I mean.
I've just done it from a handful of times with just dispatch just being.
Just fucking like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. And I saw the thing you were talking about too about the the police officers that like were reacting to that post.
That made that meme?
Yeah, that's, bro. Like,
see that
again, outlaw it, fucking send them to jail. Like
Yeah.
it shouldn't be no leave. No, take your ass to jail.
Yeah.
You literally were supposed to be protecting everybody, and you turned out to be like some fucking racist fuck. Go to jail.
Like in what manner is death a humor? Like how is that humorous to you? That 10 innocent people lost their lives to a fucking dumb fuck who got a hold of an assault rifle, and then he went there and racially targeted them. How is that funny? Like, then the fact that people are so fucking sick that they can actually still make up jokes out of that.
What was the meme about?
Something like clean up on aisle 3 and
yeah.
4. Oh wait, no, on 7 through 12 also.
It wasn't even that good of a joke. It's like
It's not even a joke. No, bro.
they're
Like,
trying to make it as like you should have made. What I hate is when people just do like the obvious. It wasn't even funny, bro. It's like you could have said like, "Yo, clean up on like the fried chicken aisle" or some shit like that. But it's just like, "Oh, clean up on aisle 2."
yeah, that shit just makes me sick when people they do that.
Clean up in the produce aisle.
And I'm
man.
not trying to sound like, I'm over here, what's that, virtue signaling or anything like that. But, like, for real, that shit makes me sick when people can literally, like, such a tragic fucking event. People lost grandmothers, grandfathers, dads, moms, sisters, and you're just out here fucking making jokes.
I mean, they were fucking doing the George Floyd challenge after he died.
Yeah.
Fucking little white kids stepping on other little white kids in throats and fucking taking a picture.
Yeah, that shit, you're not born with it. Like
the little
you're not
fucking
born with that
fucking
shit,
little
bro.
dweeb looking motherfucking kid whipping the door. Like I would have fucking drop kicked that little
You're
bitch.
not born with racism. You're raised and taught that shit.
Yeah.
So the only person at fault for that is your parents.
Yeah. You can get radicalized later though. What I'll say is not strong-minded people, weak-minded people are easily influenced.
Yeah.
Somebody who's lost in this world and is looking for someone to blame and then goes to this. So this is why I say we need to outlaw this shit. Fucking, like, lock up all these motherfuckers, bro. If you find that some of these black motherfuckers are, like, pushing black supremacy, lock their ass up. Like, fucking just, like, outlaw this shit. I don't know why it's allowed to that. You can go to a KKK fucking... Like that one video you showed me, the motherfucker went to the KKK town. What was his name? The funny dude who got the haircut at the fucking game.
Starts with a D.
I don't know what his name is.
Big dude, right? Or no, it starts with a J. Jadion?
Yeah. The dude who was at the fucking, like, getting a haircut. That's just hilarious. Mr. Cousins, someone give me a Sharpie.
Bro,
You know?
why does... I've seen
fucking
that dude somewhere
KKK town.
before. Where the fuck have I seen that guy? I feel like I've seen him in a movie.
Possibly. They're getting in movies now. Like, fucking King Batch, like, was in...
Didn't he play, what's his name? From Men's Society. Stacy? Didn't he play Stacy? Or someone did. He looked like him, bro.
No, that movie's old, bro. That dude's young.
I didn't. But no, I know, but I'm saying he looked like him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can see the, like, the bald head.
That shit didn't get no play in my ride.
Yeah.
That's who we were like. But I think that dude...
Stacy's
Because
football.
Remember that Roast Me show that I was showing you on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that guy was actually on that show.
Oh,
and that's why I was like, that guy looked... I think that was Stacy from Men's Society now that
That's
I think
dope.
about it.
Yeah. But, fuck, I just
Fuck,
forgot
bro.
what I was saying.
You were talking about, like, supremacy, throw him in jail.
Yeah, just throw the fucking ass. Oh, well, he went to, that's what we started. The KKK town. He went to there should be no fucking KKK town.
Yeah, that's...
Like, fucking lock him up.
Yeah.
Outlaw the shit.
And
like, there's no repercussions for this shit.
It's sad that it's that strong and alive, like, in this time. Like, the fact that there's literally towns that revolve around racism.
Bro, if I post my dick on fucking Instagram, they're taking this shit down. If I post some fucking, like, racist shit, whoop, free speech.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
It's not free speech that I can post a picture of my dick.
Like, my dick is not gonna, like, hurt anybody.
Yeah, but we can talk about how we don't...
Big Teddy. That's what they call me, Teddy. No? Alright, well, fuck.
Very uncomfortable.
But no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you
you posting your dick is hella, like, nobody wants to see that shit, but that's not hurting anybody. Me posting racist propaganda.
Freedom of speech.
Me posting racist propaganda
Yeah, me talking
Which
about not
does-
having any blacks in my neighborhood.
radicalize people.
Freedom of speech.
Because somebody who's like a little bit lost and say they have a bad experience with one black person, now they're like, you know what? They all must be like that. So that guy, I'm pretty sure he had like some fucking weird ass fucking like people in his ear that got him to the point to where he was like, you know what,
You know
bro?
what? They are bad people.
I need to sacrifice a good amount of them just so I can prove a point. That the death, because it was some weird shit about like, you know, like, oh, white people, the birthing or whatever is low, so we have to pick it up or else we're gonna get overrun. Like,
Yeah.
no, who the fuck, overrun? What does that even mean, bro?
Like the way that I was brought up, respect everybody. Everybody's human. We respect everybody, regardless of their skin color, anything like that. I mean, I've personally have experienced other people of other races that don't fuck with me, but that's fine.
Like black people?
Yeah, I've experienced other black people that don't fuck with me.
Because they saw you with that little goofy ass shirt. Oh, let's beat up some racists. And it's like, bro, shut the fuck. Like, I know it's jokes when I tell you, but I'm just trying
It's
to help
virtue
you out.
signaling.
Yeah, I was like, bro, alright, we get it. You're one of, like, you're down.
But I'm not doing it for.
That's how you really feel, genuinely.
Yeah, I'm genuinely doing it for the cause. I'm not doing it for, hey guys, look at me. Look at me over here.
I'm one of the good ones. Can I come to the barbecue?
Yeah, but the thing is though is like I've seen I've held doors for, you know, black people and they just side look at me and they give me like a disgusted look. That's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna keep smiling. I'm not gonna go, you know what? She didn't say thank you when I held the door open, so you know what? Fuck them all.
Yeah.
I'm starting my own neighborhood,
I get what
and
you're
it's
saying.
only Caucasians.
Well, and I'll say too,
Like-
on a serious note, right? It's important for people like you who, like, I mean, I know you're mixed with a lot of other stuff, but most people are going to look at you and think you're like a white guy,
Yeah.
right? It's important for people like you with, you know, who that look like you with a voice to voice the right opinion, right? Because, like, if they hear it from a black guy, they're gonna be like, oh, this is a fucking black guy. Malcolm
Yeah,
X,
I'm
motherfucker.
using my privilege to speak upon what others can't because nobody wants to listen to it.
Exactly, and that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? So, as many jokes, I was like, all right, bro, you probably don't need to wear all the shirts, but I get it. Your heart's in the right place, and that's just what you fuck.
And
with,
I'm
you know?
gonna be honest with you. Like when the whole George Floyd thing happened
Yeah.
in 2020, I had changed my profile picture and I put like whatever little fucking frame filter,
Mhm.
and I put Black Lives Matter.
Mm.
And I had a lot of people in my DMs like, bro, why do you got that shit in your picture? Take that shit down. Like, and I was like, that's just how I feel. If you don't fucking like it, and I must have blocked 15 people that day when I like, cause like I don't fuck with that. I don't
People
fuck,
that you knew,
yeah, people that I knew,
and see, that's what's
and
important.
I wasn't afraid to block them because their stupidity and their like I don't fuck with negativity.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that toxic racist bullshit. All lives matter. Okay, but
No fucking duh, all lives matter.
yeah,
But when you're saying all lives matter in contest to Black Lives Matter, that's where the issue is.
that's the subject we're talking about right now.
You fucked
We're not talking about everybody else. Everybody else isn't getting fucking taken down.
Yes.
And we're talking about this specific thing. But everybody's like, oh, well, everybody just wants to make it about them. And so, and here's another thing.
I will say though, before you jump on that, I don't think you should have blocked him, because how are you supposed to
I blocked mad people.
But how are you supposed to eventually? Because if you're their point of contact and you have the opinion that they should have,
That's fine, but like,
Then how are they
I don't
supposed
want
to
to spewing
change?
bullshit in my ears.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
You can always block them for your own mental well-being, you know.
Here's the
But,
thing
like,
though,
a lot
is
of
that
times you gotta like, you know.
I did try to explain them the reason
Mhm.
why I was doing that, why I was with the movement, and sometimes you just can't fix people.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear it. They're so clogged up with ignorance that they don't want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, they need.
They're like, no, I think you're just getting part of an African American terrorist group. Blah 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 blah. They just want to watch the world burn. And I'm just like, you know what? There's no talking to you.
They need a crash moment. You ever watch Crash?
Mm-hmm.
They need like a moment like where the fucking like the black lady gets saved by the white dude that groped her at the end,
Yep.
and then both of them leave that situation completely fucked.
Yeah.
Because it's like, in my positional privilege as a police officer, I overstepped, and
Mhm.
she was, but then she didn't want to be saved by him at the end because she's like, no, I'd rather die, not you, anybody but you. and then at the end he was totally fucked. But that could have been
that's a pretty
the total rock bottom deconstruction that he needed to, because who knows, that guy probably could have repented for what he did and then went on to do great things and rectified it with that lady, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like the fact that she was like, no, not you, and he was just like, fuck, like what have I done, type shit, you know? People need that moment, you
That's
know?
a perfect example.
But like, go whatever you're gonna say after that. I don't know if I kind of cut you off.
Um,
You're talking about like Black Lives Matter.
yeah, but like the thing is, though, is like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make a drink. Like, there's some people you can get through to, and then there's just people that are just so fucking stupid they just don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
They want to misconstrue it to something else. Like, oh, well, you know, it's whatever, man. You're just a lost cause. Like, no, you're the lost cause because you don't want to look at the bigger picture here. You just want to make it all about you. And what I was gonna say was this. I've heard this multiple times, and it's really rubbed me the wrong way. Is when people say, what is it with it nowadays? You know, you just can't watch something on TV without it just being all mixed races. Like, they just have to have black people, like on talk shows and stuff. Like,
What the fuck?
Like, what the fuck are you even saying? Like, well, now you're just like these shows, they just get targeted if they don't have a mix of white and black people.
I get what you're saying. Okay.
They're like, every time there's some show, it's gotta be a black person. They gotta be the host. And I'm like, they really mad.
But here's the thing,
They
though.
need to check their sodium
I
levels.
I get what they're saying, and I kind of agree.
But like at
It's
the same
like-
time, why does it fucking matter?
But is
it really affecting you and hurting you that much because there's a black person that's hosting a show?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. But what they're getting at is this like artificial, forced integration. Like, that shit's corny. Like,
It's giving
you don't have to have. Oh, Little Mermaid doesn't have to be black, so we can make the black people feel good. It's like, no, if she's white, she can stay white. It's a story. It doesn't matter what color she is. But
To me, that like when people say shit like that, and they say, "Oh, well, they gotta have all these black people on here just to make it all equal."
it gets at something deeper.
It's like a closet racist moment.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, so when they're talking about like, oh, why do we have Hawaiian? Why do we have black princesses in Disney? Because they're giving
Representation.
the representation, but they're also giving people acknowledgement that you can also be, you know, like, you don't have to be white to be a Disney princess.
There's fucking like 10 straight white princesses.
Yeah, and
Like, they're giving us a couple of colored ones
and then
now.
they make Princess and the Frog, and everybody loses their fucking marbles.
Yeah.
Black girl and a frog? No, we're not doing this.
A mulatto? That's even worse. She's a mix. She was adulterated.
Oh man, yeah, no,
Nah.
but it's just like it's fucking crazy, bro. It's just like,
You can feel that though, right? Like if shit's gonna happen, let it happen organically. When shit always seems forced for the sake of PC, that's when these fucking like right wingers get even more pissed.
like people are like, oh, well, I like to watch NBC late night, and it's all black people. It's not white people anymore. I'm like, do you fucking hear yourself right now?
Yeah.
Like, you sound stupid, nonetheless, and you also sound racist as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
but they're like, but I'm not racist though. Okay, but you're saying you're not racist, but you're so fucking hurt and salty about other races. And they're like, well, they just promote all that shit on TV all the time. It's always about basketball and this and that, and the black award shows and shit like that. Like,
The BET Awards that nobody even fucking watches.
like, people really get mad about that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I've always lived by the code of, if it does not affect me personally, like, if it's not affecting my life directly, what's there to fucking get? Like,
Yeah.
it's not affecting my life when I get up every day and I wake up and I go, oh, it's gonna be a good day today. Actually, no, I don't think it is, because they got a lot of black TV hosts. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah. But here's the thing. I'll offer a little bit of pushback just to be the white devil's advocate.
perfect.
This is the part of it, like, hey, now this boy right here, this is a good boy right here. Hey, little Jimmy Lou, come look at this little colored boy right here. He's speaking some knowledge. He must have had a good white daddy. He's a little fair skinned. But no, like, forced inclusion is corny. Like, representation matters. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, little things like seeing a black person on TV, what might make a little black girl think like, hey, I want to be a newscaster before. Whereas before, it's like all we have is entertainers and fucking like athletes. Now it's like regular jobs, like seeing black doctors, seeing all this stuff is important, you know?
Yeah.
But things like affirmative action, things like that are taking opportunities away from white people and giving it to black people, I can see why they get mad about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It really should be a meritocracy. Whoever is well equipped to do the job should get the job.
Yeah.
Now, ideally speaking, that is never going to be in the favor of black people because whereas a lot of opportunities are afforded to, you know, upper class and middle class white families who predominantly make up those two classes, the lower class is a lot of white people, a lot of black people, a lot of minorities. Well, black people, a lot of white people are poor and a lot of minorities are poor. When we're talking about middle class and upper class, we're primarily talking about like a lot of white people and Asian people, right? And so if it is a blanketed meritocracy, and it's never going to be the same playing field. It's never going to be level. Like one person who has more access to, you know, a tutor, more access to, hey, let's get you in this program so that it looks good on your resume. Whereas like people at the bottom are fucking just struggling just to even get by. They're never going to, so then we have to do things to just make it to where it's like, all right, bro, our company needs to represent the U.S. population, so we need about 13% black people and this, you know what I'm saying? And in doing that, you might take away opportunities from white people, and that's just like, I don't know, I can see the pushback that's given, you know what I'm saying? But someone who says stuff like that, they just sound like they're mad that the world is changing. And it's like, what the fuck are you so mad about? America is literally based off of inclusion and just mixing, the great melting pot is what we're called. You know what I'm saying? And so like, a lot of people just are borderline fucking fascists and Nazis and all that shit, and they just want to keep shit white, and they don't like that shit.
Yeah.
But I fuck with them when they say shit like that, though. Like, oh, why does Santa Claus have to be black? And it's like, yeah, I agree. Like, he's historically a white guy. We don't need fucking a black Santa just to try and make it seem like, well, Santa could be any color. And it's like, bro, Santa's fake as fuck, first of all.
Yeah.
Ain't no little kids watching this shit.
And there was like...
But does that make sense? Before I sound like a fucking idiot. Like, forced inclusion is corny as fuck. And that's like that left-wing shit where they're trying to overly do it. That's why every movie has to have, like...
Oversaturation.
Like, I just saw fucking, like, what was it? A fucking Coca-Cola commercial where it's like, they're showing a bunch of shit and then, like, two girls go in the bathroom and they're about to kiss. Because they want to show, like, hey, you know, gay inclusion type stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they're overly pushing, or like in Disney they have like an interracial gay couple on one of these shows or something. Like they're pushing it.
Yeah, but at the same
make it like to make representation of it.
I think at the same time though, they're trying to normalize it.
Yeah,
because it's been so like so biased and one-sided. Like straight people, white people, that's what we're keeping it with.
Yeah.
But now we're such a diverse world now, we're starting to accept gay relationships, transgender, colored people, stuff like that. It's not like it used to be.
Colored people. Hey, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, but
you see what I'm saying? You can see
like
both
in the
sides.
50s, that shit did not.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we don't see no gay people. We don't see no black people. Like that's how it was back then. But now this is a process of us all coming together, and some people just don't want to fucking do that, you know.
But
they don't want to deal with that,
bro. That's why I realized a while ago, it's all about perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because two people can look at the exact same thing that's happening and see two different things from it. You know, because like what you just said is right. That's what the world really is, bro. There's gay people out there. What I just said is right. This fucking leftist agenda is pushing a fucking narrative and trying to overly do it to make it seem like, and then it's like, all right, so what's happening is we're this forced inclusion shit that just looks corny. It's like, let it happen naturally. Let it happen organically.
organically.
You don't have to make fucking Dumbledore gay.
Yeah.
Like, I just watched the new fucking Harry Potter and Dumbledore.
Like, the acceptance will come, just...
Exactly. Let this shit happen naturally, but we push it because there needs to be inclusion, and then the other side says, what the fuck are you guys, like, trying to, like, overly do it? And then, but it's the same thing happening, and it's two different perspectives, and then it's like, who's right and who's wrong.
Yeah. Well, so this was back when the BLM thing had started.
My fucking nose is itchy.
Yours
Go
is
ahead.
too? Yeah, the corner of my nose right here, it's like itchy. But like, no, this was back when the BLM movement had started.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a tweet because they were talking about if you're white and you have a voice, use that for us, like speak for us because we can't. And I saw a tweet and I felt that shit because it was like everybody wants to indulge in black culture, but when it comes time to back us up, nobody says anything. Like everybody wants to be black until they gotta be black, you know?
Yeah, everybody want to be a nigga, don't want to be a nigga. Paul Mooney said that on Chicago.
No, what I'm trying to say is it's like everybody.
I get what you're saying.
Like everybody wants to watch like black comedy movies.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to listen to hip hop.
Everybody loves Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves Drake.
But then when it comes time for standing up for people with civil black rights and stuff like that, nobody wants to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, nah, well, that's kind of their own battle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go back to listening to Dr. Dre now.
Mm-hmm.
But they want to like use like the fashion, clothes. They indulge in black culture, but when it comes to actually standing up for black culture, it's not there.
Mm-hmm. Everybody says lit. Everybody talks our slang,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's just
A
because
lot
like
of people say the N-word more than they're
a lot of
shouldn't
black-
be doing.
Yeah, you know. Like,
But I don't.
yeah, I've heard that as well. Like everybody wants to indulge, and I guess what you just said kind of highlights something I'm about to say. Like that's their battle. I think the great hoax or the great like hoodwink is that we're all so different.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, we're all one human race.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we embrace our differences is great, but then when we use those differences to separate and then we form these little cliques and shit, now people start losing sight of the fact that we're all one human race. So instead of saying, yo, that's their battle, last time I checked, white people marched with Martin Luther King. And he accepted them. There was no fucking, all the white people get to the back.
But that's the narrative how they want it to be. They
Like
want it
last
to sound like that it's only one race.
Yeah.
It's not. They don't want to tell them that it's unity. It's us coming together. It's just what they want to be about.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're Black Panthers. They're out here doing that crazy shit again. They want to just eradicate us and get us out of this country.
Yeah.
It's just about unity and coming together. But they don't want us to know that. They want to just say, it's us against them.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe we could do some change for race relations, bro. Ebony and Ivory, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My brother.
It's not like I feel comfortable here, you know? I'm not like...
Why'd you put your wallet on the other side then, bro?
Oh, I don't
I
even
saw you put the wallet on the other side.
My wallet's in the car.
Oh, you couldn't even trust it to bring it to my house.
No, I just leave it in the car.
Mm.
You can rob me if you want, bro. I'm broke as fuck. I got
But-
money. I mean, oh no, but
To close out the deeper topic, I guess, like rest in peace, you know, and fuck that guy.
yeah, fuck that guy.
And I hope he gets some help. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hope he gets some help, some physical beating.
well, somebody like that, you know. And here's the thing, I've been
I'm glad that they caught him before he was able to like take his own life or anything like that.
Yeah.
I hope he gets to stay in jail for the rest of his life.
Oh,
and
they'll-
look at what he's done.
Amongst the skinheads, they'll freaking honor him, bro.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. For
Jail
they
is-
look at that as a courageous act. Like,
Jail operates as like fucking like the cliquey shit. He's gonna be with white people. I mean, he
But
might get touched by black people.
But
if
all that
they-
matters is
yeah.
that he's not getting the coward easy way out.
Yeah.
He's got to sit there for the rest of his life with that shit on his mind.
Yeah, and maybe in 50 years he'll
Maybe he's so fucking sick he's not even gonna think about it again.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that he's gonna have to spend his entire rest of his life thinking about 10 innocent lives that he took.
Yeah.
That had absolutely no reason to have been taken.
Yeah, I heard like one of them was like a grandma too, or like some
Yeah.
old lady.
Yeah, they're.
I don't know.
And like it's so fucked up because it makes me think like how many kids or how many dads didn't get to come home that night.
Mm-hmm.
Like how many children are without their parents or their parent now. What if it was like a single mom of 4 kids? Now her kids got to go into child services, or they got to go to the next of kin or whatever because their mom was just killed.
Yeah, for some dumb shit.
Ignorantly. Over some dumb racist.
I mean, that's
theories.
my opinion. You know, outlaw that shit, ban it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Get that shit out of here, bro.
Hit people where it hurts. Take their money, take their freedom. They'll stop doing that shit. Until we get to that point, I don't really see how it ends. It's just gonna always be around. But yeah, rest in peace to them.
Yeah.
You know, I like topics like this because we get to like shed light on certain things. Because yeah, it's really that simple. We're all one race. It doesn't have to be so black and white and Native American and Indian and, you know, Asian and whatever, you know, we're all human, you know what I'm saying? And we have to remember that. And it's okay to embrace our differences, but the differences should never divide us. And when they do, maybe we need to like reevaluate the whole embracing our differences. Because a lot of people don't fuck with Black Lives Matter because they feel like it's like some like black people trying to overly tout themselves.
Like it's another form of like the Black Panther Party.
Yeah, and even the Black Panther Party, a lot of people aren't even like educated on what they actually did.
Bro,
like,
they were out there buying groceries and food for the community and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then contrasting, there was radicals that were doing like fucking bombings and shit. That's why they're labeled as a terrorist organization. But the majority of them were just a militant group who were not gonna let you just fucking like beat the shit out of us anymore, hold the cops accountable, just like Tupac shot their 2 cops.
Take care and provide for their people.
And provide for the neighborhood. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Just like in Black Lives Matter, there's radicals that are gonna go out there and fucking. But Black Lives Matter wasn't really it's a false equivalency for me. You had to actually sign up for the Black Panthers and go through training.
Mm-hmm.
Black Lives Matter is a internet movement that turned into an actual, in real life internet movement because. Still, nobody knew who was Black Lives. There's no members. Anybody can just hashtag Black Lives Matter, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's just basically just a community thing. It's like a free to join thing. It's like there's nothing behind it that you have to do. You don't have to prove yourself or nothing like that.
No, and like the original founders who kind of made this shit like a thing, they created a LLC or whatever, and. We've heard stuff about like them buying fucking big ass mansions and all that type of shit. Like money corrupts always, but like the core movement of Black Lives Matter was just to highlight and bring awareness to unarmed deaths of black people at the hands of police officers who shouldn't have done what they did, right?
Yeah. Now
a couple of instances it's justified. If you're running up on a cop like the fucking old lady who had the knife. I feel like an old lady with a knife is not intimidating me, bro. Like, I'm not gonna shoot an old lady with a knife. The one that just got killed by that officer. Yeah. Granted, they have rules and regulations. Nobody wants to get stabbed, I guess.
I mean,
but it's an old ass fucking lady.
You gotta think about it though. They just want to go straight to the lethal motive of it. There's so many non-lethal things that you could do.
You fucking hit him in the face. Hit
him with a taser. Like, you're telling me you don't have self-defense on how to counter somebody with a knife.
But it's like, nope, she has a knife, so I can pull out my gun.
Yeah, they teach you that shit in like Taekwondo. How to disarm a person with a knife.
That little fucking black dude's running around the internet showing you how to fucking get people.
No, they just want to go with the easy way. They're like, well, old lady chose a bad day. Like, fuck. Like, it's not like. But there's so many non-lethal forms that you could do. Like, they got
fucking pepper spray her. She'll drop the knife, bro.
Yeah, just a simple fucking little with a taser.
Yeah,
she's done. She's dropping.
Oh, she's probably fucking dead.
Yeah, I gotta think about that too. She's probably got a weak heart.
Fucking throw her pacemaker off.
But what I'm saying is there's so many different ways. But the first thing they want to do is just go straight for the lethal option.
Like, nope, she has a knife. Boom.
Yeah, Oh, well.
Well, she had a knife and she was walking around.
It was completely.
Like, she's 85.
Bro, yeah, like, what's she gonna do? Is she gonna fucking pick you up with one arm and just
Like,
shank
she's
you
a
out?
fucking, like, Shaolin monk who's, like, fucking a master of the kitchen knife? Like, no.
Like,
bro.
you're telling me there wasn't, like someone else that could have came up behind her and, like, got the knife out of her hand?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
I don't know.
Or just, like, contained her?
Yeah, because, bro, I've literally walked up on people who had guns. And I wasn't fucking, like, trying to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you feel out this... Like, if you run up on... Like, if a dog runs up on you, and he's, like, in a... you know, there's ways... Control your body language. Speak to it a certain way, and it's going to calm down.
Yeah.
Like, if we can do that with fucking
Body
animals
language.
and all type of, like, other shit, you tell me you can't talk a lady to put the knife down, you're just going to fucking, like... She took a step towards me. Bah, bah. You know? Some of this shit doesn't make a lot of sense.
Because they feel that they have the power to do that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, we are the law. Nobody's above us.
I mean,
we're gonna do what we want.
Fucking able-bodied man, strong man versus an old-ass lady. I don't give a fuck if you had a knife. You're about to get fucked up.
Yeah, well, there,
You know what I'm saying?
like, you'll see like all that shit too, like all the mugshots of like any of the black people who, like that autistic black boy in Denver or whatever. He was like, he had I don't know if he wasn't on the spectrum. He was like actually autistic.
You're talking about that kid who got killed?
Yeah.
They like struggle.
Yeah.
They like choked him.
Yeah, they choked him.
The violin player.
Yeah.
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 I forgot what his name was, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a good kid. I'm just nice. Like they released a video.
Yeah. So like shit like that.
Yeah.
Deceased, dead.
Yeah.
Fucking dude from Buffalo, taken in. They probably gave his ass some fucking Burger King while they fucking talked to him.
I heard that was a false narrative.
What?
That they took Dylan Roof to Burger King or whatever.
Oh, well, you know what I'm
That's what
saying
I
though.
think.
It's like all these mass shooters,
Yeah.
all white, they're all fucking pampered.
Well, I mean, I think it's one of those things that
maybe the smallest sliver of crime. Bam.
Well, you
Done.
keep it a buck though, right? You say you walk into a random ass place. We had it happen to us at the fucking show, right? With the fucking baklava. Actually,
Yeah.
the black people congregated to where the black people were because it's just where the black people are.
Mhm.
You feel comfortable amongst your own,
Yeah.
right? It's just like if you were at a fucking like bunch of like I don't know some fucking random ass shit and there was a bunch of Asian people, and then there's a couple white dudes.
Mhm.
Or in your case, some black dudes, like you're probably like, yo, I don't know what the fuck these people are, and you might gravitate towards your own, right? It's just really,
I mean, it doesn't bother me.
it's just one of those things that happens that people don't really talk about. So it's like a white dude, a cop is probably gonna approach him a different type of way.
But here's the thing though, is that I'm completely comfortable with whatever. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm, like,
Cause you're a normal minded person, but that is something that happens.
like if I see that there's like, 3 black people around me or something, I'm not gonna be like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna feel like they're people.
Yeah.
They fucking exist.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh, I need some more white people around here to kind of balance it out.
Yeah.
I'm
In
getting
case
kind of
something
nervous.
pops off.
Yeah,
we'll
like,
have an even battle royale. You know.
I mean, they're the same as fucking white people. Like, but the thing is that everyone's just like, because they're not part of my skin color, I feel uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing though. So like this was like the real eye opener for me. I was only probably 20. I worked at Enterprise. And I had befriended a black guy that I had worked with there, and we were on our lunch break, and we had went over to the store, and we were just grabbing some shit real quick, and I had noted, because I mean he had moved from California, and like in this town was basically white old people and shit like that, like a bunch of grandfather dead motherfuckers, and so we were at the store, and and I noticed that everybody was staring at him. They weren't worried about me though. Everybody was looking at him though. And he was kind of looking around, and I was like, and I kind of looked at him, and he seemed very uncomfortable. Cause like everybody was looking at him like he was some kind of dangerous specimen. Like, make sure you clutch your purse, honey. Like,
Yeah.
and he was just like, I mean, he's like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I kind of felt like really uncomfortable in the store in there because everybody kept staring at me. And it was like, and it's so weird because, like, everybody was staring at him like he was like a fucking unicorn or something, and not like in a good way. Like, oh wow, they were like, the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And he was, I felt for him, dude. I was like, because to me, I haven't felt that way because people don't just stare at me like that.
Let's take you to Compton. You'll feel just like that.
Yeah, but
and that's like one of the things with black people that I'd be like, yo, we gotta chill, bro, because it's like the shit that you don't like white people to do to you be doing to white people.
Yeah.
And it's like, last time I checked, none of our leaders, none of our teachers, fucking taught us to just, I mean, Malcolm X at one point in time was like, like if somebody's gonna slap you on the cheek, slap them back.
Yeah, and
but when towards the end, when their messages got more clarified, it was like, do unto others as you would like to do unto yourself. A lot of black people be doing the same shit that white people do to them, right back.
And that's just another instance, like, gotta get over that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, just make it not a problem. If there's no problem, there won't be no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, me, I would never second guess that. Like, if I was in the store and there was 10 white people around me and one black guy walked in,
yeah,
I'm not gonna give a fuck. I'm not gonna be like, oh, let's move to the other side of the store. I feel uncomfortable and like I'm in danger.
Yeah.
He's the same as everybody fucking else, bro. So it's like, it's weird that people.
Well, except he's darker.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that.
And he's
Alright, bro.
I'm fucking with you.
No,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but he should be treated exactly the same as everybody else. And I just don't understand people's perspective of their minds of, oh well, just because he's got more melanin and he's darker than me, I should probably just assume that he's gonna be on some felonious shit or something like that.
Well, I like this discussion too because it's like some real shit, but it's like, you don't think hip hop culture and our culture does anything to that? Because you might say like, so put yourself in the shoes of an old white man. All you see about, because you're probably, again, if you're in a town where there's not a lot of black people and then you see one, you don't really know what he's about. You see through your media and whatever the fuck, we're acting like fucking idiots. Because, they don't highlight that.
That's fine though.
They don't highlight the good shit.
That's fine that they see it like that though, but because you've seen that, you have to perceive it. Every black person is what you've heard, like,
no, but
you might all about violence and they're gonna rob me.
You might be on point though. It's probably not gonna be.
If I get robbed, I guess that's on me. Whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not, just because I see that person, I'm not gonna instantly assume that they're that
I get
person.
what you're saying, but I think a lot of people, when we say that type of stuff, we negate the fact of the imagery that's put out.
Yeah.
By us, about us. It's not like some fucking, because back in the day, during fucking Jim Crow time and all that shit, they, and the, just the cultural they of the racist white America, they put out the image about us. Fucking Sambo, Mandingo, Jezebel, the Mammy, the fucking doofus, the court jester, like, they put the narrative out about us. Now it's us putting the narratives out about us.
Yeah.
And what are we saying about us? Bitches, money, hoes, shooting at ops. That's the shit that gets highlighted.
Yeah.
All the real shit doesn't get highlighted by us, from us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, that's why, and again, like, I just try and take everybody at face value, but I'm not stupid. I have a lyric, police, you're not good, you're not bad, but I'm still going to keep my Ruger cocked, because I'm not stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're just being aware.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I don't know. I think we have to be fair sometimes. If that was happening, then we have to be like, all right, bro, like, it also depends on how you present yourself. You know what I'm saying? But if someone is feeling uncomfortable because of something that they saw from other black people, it's not my job to make you feel uncomfortable or make you feel comfortable. I don't have to walk around saying, how's it going, sir? I don't have to do anything. I'm just walking around living my life, living my experience. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the imagery put out about us, from us, is why a lot of that shit happens. And and that's why I've never been the biggest proponent of like a lot of the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a hip hop artist. I have a platform. I use it responsibly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm putting out positivity, peace, love, togetherness. A lot of people are putting out dumb shit. Yo, shooting at the ops. I'm a real one. I'm part of a gang. I'm fucking on your bitch. I'm doing all this shit.
I've had a lot of people tell me before too. So as far as me, like, cause I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm probably more involved in like black culture things than I am like white culture things.
Yeah, cause it's dope.
I'm not like out here like fucking the banjo and shit and fucking listening to bluegrass and sweeping up my fucking house. But like, I mean, like if you look like anywhere in my house, like most everything that I own or anything that I have that on display is mostly black culture.
Yeah.
I got like I got a J. Cole tapestry. I have like
Would you say black culture or hip hop?
I would say hip hop, but black culture also.
Cause I mean, I got, for example, that right there. You have Malcolm sitting next to Martin, sitting next to Mandela and Obama. That's not hip hop.
Yeah. That's
just like American history and black history. You know?
Yeah, but
whereas that is hip hop. You have, you know, fucking NWA. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, because I mean, I have the '90s album tapestry. I got the J. Cole tapestry. I got I got John Rand on my wall. I got MJ. So
yeah, just the culture. Like you fuck with the culture.
Yeah, I fuck with the culture. So, but also
because the shit's dope. Like
the thing is that I get involved with it. Like when shit gets to get down to the nitty gritty, like I get with it too.
Yeah, I know you said you were out there marching.
Yeah, with like beyond protests and stuff like that. But see, that's the part where I'm separated from the other people that want to indulge in the culture, but when it comes down to it, they don't want to speak on it. They just want to be like,
when it's
you
like,
guys can
it's
have that
your
power.
voices that they need to hear.
Yeah.
Because Kiahree can talk to these motherfuckers all day, and they're like, yeah, well, you're black, you probably just feel like that because you're black. No, if Ty's spitting the same shit at you, and me and Ty have never met, then maybe it's not just that I'm just doing some black talking points that we get in the black handbook. You know, maybe it's the truth, my guy. Or my girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why it's important. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, you fuck with like dope shit, bro. Like black culture is dope shit. Like a lot of the shit from black culture is dope. Like even the word dope. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other shit, like I'm not really fucking with it a lot. Like I like a lot of Asian shit, like you know what I'm saying?
And I've had a lot of people tell me, and I'm not trying to fucking sound like
oh, that you're blacker than them? Travis
No.
had you gassed.
No, not that.
He said, hey, real talk?
It's when people
Son's blacker than me.
When people say that I like,
and Ty's like, yes, another fucking black infinity stone. Huh?
and it doesn't. I mean, obviously, it doesn't bother me because I don't even fucking think twice about it. But people, when they say that I'm culturally, I'm trying over too hard culturally. Like, bro, you're just involved in too many black things. Like you're trying too hard. Like I'm not. I mean, this is just what I'm into. Like, and I've had like multiple people tell me, "Damn, like you're like way more like culturally involved in black things than you are with like your own like community and stuff like that." I'm like, because I fuck with other shit. Like,
well, cause like you're multiple things. Like
if you
Native American, fucking like obviously white.
White mystery, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are you supposed to have fucking like when it's St. Patrick's Day, you show up looking like a yodeler, like
looking like a fucking leprechaun?
Oi, it's me, culture.
They come to steal me Lucky Charms.
You know, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
You'd rather wear like a fitted with like some fucking J's or something more like a hip hop centered.
But to me, it feels normal. Like I don't even really realize it. But like when other people go through like my YouTube history. Or they
big booty black bitches
twerking. City girls twerking in my face. VR.
Ty, BBLs? What does that mean?
Lizzo. POV.
Hey yo, son. Hey yo. Yeah.
No, but about to fucking pull the good book on you,
that's
bro.
That Lizzo demon.
Fucking throw some holy water on you.
Hey baby.
But I guess what I'm saying is it's like it comes naturally to me, like it's organic to me. Like when I like the TV shows that I watch, the music I listen to and shit like that, but then people are like that aren't like that, they go, "Oh bro, like you're into like a lot of the black culture," like, oh, I guess I didn't really notice because I don't focus on that. I just kind of do whatever. They're like, you watch a lot of black TV shows and a lot of black movies and listen to a lot of rap. And I'm like, well, what can I say, bro? Like, I mean, I fuck
This
with it.
shit's dope. Yeah, I mean, like, if you grew up in the 90s, what are you, 95? 94?
94.
I mean, that's just where that shit was taken off, bro. I mean, I fuck with some other cultures, like Mexican culture I fuck with, like, because that's just my heritage, but...
I guess a big part of it was just that I just started off early in life as far as music.
Hip-hop, rap.
Hip-hop and rap and
Soul.
just being like, my dad was pretty dope. He just let me watch whatever I wanted, but I'd be like watching on fucking Friday and fucking
Yeah.
ATL and shit.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you gravitate what you gravitate to. I mean, you're not the only one. Fucking Eminem, fucking...
oh yeah.
There's a ton of
and
dudes.
it's like fucking street certified, bro.
And then there's fucking people who love country, like fucking K. Michelle. She wanted to do a country album. They told her no. Did you know about that? Like,
I didn't.
Yeah, so she's like, you know, everybody knows her because of her ass, and she's on Love and Hip Hop, but she tried to do a country album, and fucking they
So
were
we're
like,
gatekeeping genres now?
Lil Nas X tried to do country, but that shit was like kind of funny.
Nope, he's black, he can't do it.
That's what they said. And it has a trap beat. No,
You gotta be whiter than the snow outside.
the Kermit the Frog.
No way.
Which way's town? Back to where you came.
Yeah, pretty much. And see, like, the shit like that, like, does racially gatekeeping genres and stuff, like white people can rap, that's fine, but, like, black person wants to do country, nope, we can't have that.
Yeah.
The fuck does it matter, bro?
It's there. The lines are still there when you pay attention.
Yeah, see, but that's the part that just absolutely baffles me, is that, like, we're literally gatekeeping that because
Well, here's
of
the
race.
Okay. Do you think it's us that's doing that, or do you think it's the people that own these fucking companies? Because here's the thing: if K. Michelle wanted to do an album that was country, she could make that shit and put it out herself.
Yeah.
She's not gonna make no money from it.
But I'm saying, like,
Well, as much money as she'd make if she was put by like one of the top country fucking whatever.
okay, but what are you taking from her trying to do a country album and then her getting shot down? What are you taking
that the
from
company.
that? What is the reason why
I think
they rejected her?
the company. Well, the reason I think is because whoever she has managing her shit didn't believe in her to do that, and so that's
she didn't
a strike right there.
So she didn't shoot like an idea to a record label or something like that and said, "Hey, I want to do a country album," and they just said, "Nope."
I think it was her label that said, "No, we're gonna keep you right here." Now, whoever she's working for. Because a lot of these labels, they're the ones that decide. Like, they see you and they judge you, and they say, we're going to keep you in this box right here as an artist.
Yeah, and I get
you
that.
You got to free yourself from the system.
But yeah, and I get that, like, those kinds of people, like the managers and stuff, are supposed to keep you in line with, like, with the flow of what you got going on, being consistent.
I mean, yeah, it's like fucking RZA. Like, his manager was a bitch.
Yeah, and it's like, but it just feels kind of weird when you're, like, trying to limit somebody to one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's your life, you know, it's limitless. Like, why do you need to be only held to one thing? Like, you should be able to do whatever you want. You're making the money, so...
That's why Drake's a genius, bro. Like, fucking, he's rapping in UK accents and all types of goofy shit.
Big things.
You know, but he makes it for that audience. But, yeah, the lines, if you pay attention, are very much still there. But it's up to us to free ourselves from these institutions that... are controlled by these fucking old ass people that they're not in touch with the shit anymore. They're just in the game of controlling and owning everything. You know, they're the ones that dictate that shit. You need to get away from that type of stuff and do what you want, and then that's where you'll see true freedom. Now, will you make as much money per capita? Yes, you will, because if you sell, you know, because, you know, Drake did the $500 million deal.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably gonna make $500 billion off of that. That's crazy. So he's
that's
seeing,
like $500 billion.
He's seeing 10% of, and this is just a number, but like if we use like the Dave Chappelle example, they were gonna give him $50 million. They were about to make $500 million off of him. That is 10%. There is no operation without him. He's the creator.
Yeah, he's the one. He's the moneymaker.
They are the enablers. They give you the platform. They they're putting the money up
They
front.
give you the tools, and then he makes the money.
And then, but you're about to make tenfold what he's making, and there is nothing without him.
Yeah.
And that's why he said, you know what? I'm gonna bow out. And what happened? There was nothing without him, because they would like you to think that hey, you guys are nothing without us.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally the other way around. It's a symbiotic relationship, but without any type of spark, there can be no fire. There could be nothing for you to promote and push and fucking make DVDs, make limited edition Blu-rays and get special there's nothing for you to even sell if there's not something to create it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
If
so
there's
that's
nothing
why-
there, you have nothing to use it off that platform.
Bro, the quicker, that's why the internet is like fucking lit, because like you can literally get yourself popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How you choose to do it is your own choice. Some people choose the fucking like the buffoonery. Some people choose, trying to go viral. Or some people go
Being
the organic
consistent.
route. You know what I'm saying? Consistency is key, yeah. But with the internet now and all our access to the platforms, you can do all that shit yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people want to run to the label, and when you go to the label, there's politics.
Isn't
You're
it
a rapper. Why are you trying to make country? Stick to what we signed you for.
Isn't it kind of weird though, the demand for social media and how much it's supposed to promote us? Like for like people, like they're like, oh, well, we gotta have social media. Like imagine like 10, 15 years ago, like how much social media impacted us to try to get us, like the word about us out. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, go for it. What?
So like I'm saying like 10, 15 years ago, like
Mhm.
it's just weird how we need social media to like get our name out there.
Oh, and in the past,
Yeah, in the
social
past,
media
it was
needed
like-
us for them to get their name out there.
Yeah, it's just weird how it changes like that.
Yeah, that is crazy because it's like there's a million social media platforms out there.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's like Trump just launched one. I bet you.
Did he really?
bet that dude was on a subscription.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Trump. He said because they kicked him off Twitter because they said
they
hate
banned him.
speech or like he was lying and putting out false information, whatever. I put out false information all the time. Nobody gives a fuck about me. I'm not the president, so they do what the fuck. But they kicked him off everything, and so he's like, you know what? I'm about to just make my own shit. And I'm pretty sure all of his followers are gonna go there and they're gonna be on some fucking weird 4chan messenger stream.
At least how it goes on 4chan.
Like hashtag nigger is gonna be a thing. Like that's one of the first hashtags.
Jesus Christ.
But how much you wanna bet that shooter guy was on it? 100%.
No, probably.
He's fucking like, you know how Tom is like your first friend? He was like, Trump, you're my first. First, last, known. He's gonna be like fucking Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless doesn't follow anybody.
Oh yeah, there's
Or
a lot of
Beyonce.
there's a lot of celebrities out there that only follow like one person or
It's
nobody.
it was Trump.
Yeah, like if Beyonce was to follow anybody, it'd probably just be
Yeah.
that's about it.
Or when he had an Instagram, yeah.
Yeah.
But fucking, yeah, man, like, I don't know. I feel like that took us down a long rabbit hole, but like, yeah, that was good shit. But like, rest in peace to those families, and hopefully that dude gets.
I can honestly never understand
he
how, like,
deserves.
how that feels to go through that. Of just
I mean, just
fucking in mere minutes, just losing
yeah.
your mom, your
Well-
dad, your grandma.
If you have a greater perspective of life, like everybody, our time, and that, I just heard this too, is kind of dope. Nobody controls when they're born, and nobody controls when they die.
Mm-hmm.
It's all kind of pre-scripted, pre-written. We're just here, the time that we have while we're here, try and make the most of it. And try is the key word. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers be out here talking about, I'm trying to do better, but then they're not actually doing anything to get better. They're not even thinking about it. They're not even getting their mind in a space to where they're trying to manifest it. You know how your mom was talking about manifestation. A lot of people say, oh, I'm trying, but then you're not even trying. So you're just saying that you're trying.
Mm-hmm.
So really you're just existing.
Yeah. It's like the saying goes, live your life like it's your last day.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when your time's gonna come.
Facts.
It could be, car accident. It could be you getting clipped from a drive-by shooting that you had absolutely nothing to do with. You're just wrong place at the wrong time. that's just.
Bro, that's why I live so freely, bro. Because it's like, a lot of people say I'm a wild boy, I'm crazy, da da da. It's like, bro, I don't give a shit about none of this. Like, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I feel like I've been given a mission. I feel like that's step one. I've run into a bunch of people who don't even know what they're here for. In your, 20 plus years of life, because I don't really fuck with no kids or 18-year-old. Everybody I fuck with is at least 20 and up. In your 20 years being here on Earth, and granted, I'll take off 5 of that, right? Because when you're 5, you're still shitting your pants, unless you're me. You know what I'm saying?
4th grade, 4XL Teletubby shirt. Time for Teletubby, bye.
No, but you know what I'm saying? So, like, in the 15 years of your conscious life, you haven't come across one thing that you thought you were supposed to be here for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I feel like you know what it is, you just don't want to chase that shit. And you don't want to apply yourself, even though you've been given the presets to do that shit. It's like in 2K, bro. If you're a slasher, you already have certain fucking attributes boosted because that's just your natural giftings from God. You know what I'm saying? If you're a shooter, you already have natural shit that would help you thrive in that one thing that you happened to cross and you were actually pretty good at, but then you didn't apply yourself. And now you're just in your fucking 20s and about to be 30 talking about, oh, I don't know my purpose here. Well, figure that shit out, bitch. Like, sit down, fucking meditate on that shit. You know what it is.
Align your chakras, light some incense, bro.
Because they're liars, bro. You know what that shit is. You've been here fucking 30 plus years.
Yeah. 20
plus years. 10 plus years.
So when you say that, like, you feel like you have a purpose on this, like, what you were born for and stuff like that, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like, it's weird, but have you ever had, like, an angelic encounter before? With, an angel in the form of a human?
Not that I can think of. I've had, like, prophetic type of...
I feel like I've had an encounter with an angel before, and so has my mom. And what was it?
Where they gave you insight into, like, your future?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, shit. Bro, I have to hear this.
So, like, my mom, she broke down on the side of the road on the way to work, or like she had owned a business, like a little shop, and she got a flat tire on the side of the road, bro. Nobody fucking around inside, bro. It's like the middle of fucking nowhere on the way there. She said maybe 2 cars passed her the whole time. She said a person showed up, a woman, like literally just showed up out of nowhere, and she said, I know times are rough for you right now, but things are gonna get better for you. And literally, my mom had gotten in her car to call like AAA or something like that. She turned around, the dude was gone. Disappeared. It was just like flatland. It's fucking Arizona. It's not like she just ran off into the forest.
Was it at night though, or she couldn't see?
No. This was like during the day. This was the morning. And lady just disappeared.
I'm a fucking idiot. You literally prefaced with saying that. My mom's on her way to work this morning.
Yeah.
I was like, this is at night?
Yeah, what kind of morning? Like 12 at night?
Maybe she was ducked down behind the car, like, oh shit, she's gonna think it was a time.
No, she said literally, the lady just vanished, disappeared. Crazy. And she said it was like all flat land. There was nothing for her to hide behind. She literally was like, she thought she was just gonna wait there for a minute, and she went to go get like the AAA number or whatever to call them for assistance or whatever. Lady was gone. Just fucking disappeared.
No.
And there was also, and then there was a time I was in the store. It was after my dad died. I had a guy. He walked up to me, and it was super creepy, like, but in like a good way.
He said, "I want you.
I want you, and I like you. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Come on, Chris Handsome.
Mm-hmm.
See how I called you Chris Handsome? No, but so and obviously I was going through a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my dad. He was like one of my best friends.
You could probably see it on your face, bro. You could probably
no. Yeah, but the thing was, like, he was saying shit to like a T.
Mm.
It was like he had been sent down there to fucking say something to me for my dad. And he's like, I don't remember exactly how he said it, but he was like, I just want you to know that he knows that you're. He believes in you, and some other shit I don't remember. This was like fucking 2014. He's like, he believes in you. Everything will get better. And some other, I don't remember. But that guy too. I was like, oh yeah, thanks or whatever. And then I went to go tell my wife about it, and sure enough, he was gone. Nowhere to, I didn't see him anywhere in the fucking store. And it was like he had one sole purpose, was to come up and talk to me, and gone in an instance.
Yeah, when I was deeper into church, like during college and shit, we would do that to people, because here's the thing. People believe in prophecy, right? That God can actually speak to you.
Yeah.
We used to just do this thing called prophecy tent. Like, we would literally, you'd come in there, we'd pray, and then we'd give you whatever God, like, say, like, you know, if I went into, you know, the tent, and it was my turn to, like, pray for people, and there would be, like, 3 of us in there, and,
This isn't more like the pastor takes his blazer off and hits you with it, the Holy Spirit.
No. Well, because I grew up what's called Pentecostal, right? And that means you believe in the giftings of the Spirit, which is like speaking in tongues, prophecy, performing miracles, all that type of stuff. We believe the Spirit is still moving now, and all that stuff can still happen now. Other people believe that shit was for the past. Some people feel like it's kind of like you know, it activates when you need it most type thing. Pentecostal, they're very much like they'll prophesy over you. They'll try and, like, you know, do that type of. So they would come in, we would pray for them, and say an image came. It's like, you know, hey, I'm seeing like a boat, you know, and then you give your interpretation. And I was like, I don't know if this means anything to you, but, like, you know, I'm seeing like a, you know, whatever, you know, I'm seeing like a Dairy Queen cup or some shit. It's like, oh my gosh, I got raped next to a Dairy Queen cup or some shit like that.
What the fuck?
I don't know, you know, but then, like, that's kind of what people believed in. Oh, you messing with the tunes, bro.
I know.
But
shit's all under me.
So, like, we used to do stuff like that in college, you know what I'm saying? So like, it could have been somebody who was just, like, in tune with, you know, the energy in the building, because I believe, you know, we're like antennas, like people. You can sense unease on people, and you can, like, and then you just say, all right, God, I kind of get a vibe off that person now. What would you like for me to say to them? And then, you know, that's what he had to say to you, you know?
Yeah.
Did he know that your father just passed away, and that one of your friends, you said your friend had passed away too? Or something like that?
Yeah, that was 2019.
But you were still dealing with it or some shit, right?
Yeah, down the road. But when this was like maybe a month after my dad had passed.
Oh, shit.
When this guy talked to me, I was like...
But I'm always skeptical, because, like, they always give some generic ass advice, like, hey, things are gonna get better.
Little did I know, this dude's like my fucking FBI agent. He's just following me around.
Like fucking Ghostface?
It's like, you know what you're doing.
What was that fucking, that was the guy from Scrubs, huh? That was, like, following Huey?
Oh.
He's like, we're watching you.
Yeah. Oh, what was his name? Was it Omar Harris? No.
No. That was the guy from Scrubs, the white dude.
Oh.
The white dude, Mr. William Perry. He's like, Nancy. That dude, he was like the fucking FBI agent that will keep following Huey around.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Fucking when they faked that granddad was blind or some shit like that. But yeah, man, like a lot of it is generic. But here's the thing: a lot of those, like what I said at the show, a lot of those cliches, a lot of those generic seances and sayings, it's just the truth, and it sounds corny because it's so simple.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, I've heard that a million times. Probably because it's true, bitch. Like, how about you just internalize that?
It's true, bitch.
It's, like, internalize that shit, bro. Like,
yeah.
You know, manifest what you want. Oh, that sounds like some fucking shea butter. It's probably because it's real, fucking retard. Like, fucking internalize that shit.
Hey, whoever doesn't fuck with shea butter, you're a bitch.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's the truth.
I feel like people have encountered their purpose along this road.
Yeah.
And you either weren't paying attention like you should have been, but if you think long enough, you'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And then once you figure it out, now it's time to get to work.
Yeah.
But it starts with trying.
So on the contrary of like spiritual shit, Have you ever been to, have you been to a meeting before? Real shit?
I mean, I've been to church a lot of times. Like, bro, it gets weird in church, bro. Fucking, like, people like, hello, what's up?
Well, no, I'm not talking about like that, but, like, have you ever...
Been to a seer?
Yeah, like a meeting or whatever? Bro, I haven't been to one because, like, that shit trips me out. But, like, they can talk to, like, relatives and shit.
I'm thinking of crystal ball shit. Well, they do all of it, right? They'll read your palm.
Some shit like that, bro. Some kind of fucking dark magic.
Somewhere, anybody from Phoenix, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, on 19th and fucking Glendale, when you drive up 19th going towards Bethany home, there's, like, somebody has a trailer out there that says, like, palm readers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
and
about.
I was like, oh, man, I always wanted to go in there and see, like, but then I was like, I don't want to be, like, fucking weirded out.
Right, leave there and you got, like, a fucking hex on you or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I've never done anything like that. Cause, like,
my mom has always tried to pull, like, because my mom was, like, very, like, in tune with, like, fucking positive energy and shit. Like, she's, like, all about the fucking chakras aligned.
Oh, is she like a Buddhist or is she like one of those Wicca?
No, she's not. She doesn't believe, like, no, but she's very, yeah, like, I guess she does indulge herself in, like, the Buddhist culture, you know. She really likes, like, Buddha and stuff like that. I mean, she's not Buddhist, but she does believe in all, like, the chakra alignment and all that stuff, and that's what she does. And she's always tried to get me to go to a meeting to talk to my dad, and I'm just like, I get too weirded out.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, and apparently she's talked to my dad before, because I guess she went on the day that he had passed away, December 13th. She went to a meeting and talked to him, and usually December 13th, it's always usually a pretty hard day for me, you know. It's kind of like a very dark day.
Can I ask why?
Because it just reminds me of that.
That he died?
Yeah, that, like, and especially the holidays too, like just right around Christmas time.
How did he pass away? Was it like a act of God type thing, or he was sick?
Yeah, he was sick. He he had a undiagnosed diabetes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, but he had an infection from inside. He had an intestinal infection, and basically he went into a coma because of the infection. It raised his blood sugar.
Oh shit.
It was at like 700, so basically he was like comatose or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was in a coma. And when at first he asked me if I could come over, and he was really sick. Like, he couldn't hold food down, water. I mean, he could barely move. I basically had to, like, carry him to my car, and take him to the ER. And I guess they had got him in, like, immediately or whatever, because I described what was going on, and I guess something really stuck out to them, so they, like, skipped everybody else that was in there for, like, a dog bite on their thumb and shit. So anyways, they did all of his vitals, and I guess that's when shit started getting real bad. I mean, he had, like, a fever of, like, 101.5. His blood sugar was, like, 724. And, I mean, he was, like, barely clinically awake. And they're like, yeah, we need to get him to, they had to air vac him to Flagstaff, for whatever reason, because of his condition.
Flagstaff?
Yeah, I guess they had a specialist up there or something, so they had sent him up there. So I ended up going up there. I think I was up there probably like, and this was why I was in the middle of trying to move down here.
Oh, yeah, because I was gonna say, weren't you already up there?
Yeah, and so when I was in the middle of moving down here, so that was just like, I was already fucking stressed about finding a place, and then that happened, and he, I don't know, was up there, yeah, probably 3 or 4 days, and then came down here, I had to start looking for a job, and then basically I had to check, and they would call me every day, and basically they said that he was like, his chance of living was like 50-50, so, and I was like, that shit had me like all on a fucking bind, whatever.
Why do they do that? It's like, you cannot apply statistics to fucking.
They're like, yeah, we can keep working, like, we can keep doing surgeries and trying to get rid of the intestinal infection and stuff like that, or, you know, we can just pull the plug. And honestly, that's the hardest shit in the world to do.
Yeah.
Is to pull the plug on somebody. So, eventually it got to the point where nothing was getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was changing. And I was like, my dad he would have wanted to go, already, a long time ago. I'm out here they're trying to get me the benefit of the doubt just to rack up more money. And so eventually I just told them.
Yeah, that's why this is a fucking weird ass country, bro.
And I told them, I was just like, well, I mean, you guys just keep saying, do you want us to work on them or do you want to just let it go? And I'm like, well,
what the fuck?
Like nothing is happening. Nothing's changing. If you guys are having to keep working on them every day, you've already on the 5th surgery, and nothing's changing, then, there's no point in continuing it. Honestly, if I know my dad as well as I think I do,
yeah,
he would have just wanted to go. He wouldn't want to be sitting there being a science project, fucking cut him open like a fucking frog and.
Yeah. Well,
so
that's why I asked though, right? So if you knew your dad and you knew he would have been at peace, why is it so hard for you?
I think it's
because he's not suffering anymore. Do you have belief in the afterlife and stuff like that, or?
I do.
So he's good.
Yeah, but I think it's just more about the current state of your own mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, he said he's not feeling pain anymore and stuff, but down here, I still have that shit to deal with.
Unfinished stuff that you wanted from him.
Yeah, and for a minute, so when my mom had gone to that medium,
is it median or medium?
It's one of them. I don't know.
I think it's medium because median is what divides the strength.
Medium. But I had gotten in a rollover accident, and this is where shit gets real crazy. So, and this is when my mom went the day of his death or whatever, 4 years later. So I was in that rollover accident. We had rolled 4 times, and we were up on the top of a mountain. And we got stopped by a tree.
Damn.
That was literally right next to the cliff.
Was it you and Tiffany?
No. It was me and one of my friends that I used to work with, and we went up there, and we rolled 4 times, and we got stopped by a tree right before it was just a straight drop off 2 miles to the ground.
Whoa.
We're just been crushed like a can. So my mom had brought it up, and she said that my dad had stopped me from going over that cliff.
Did your mom know that?
No.
Wow.
And she said that there was also another guy there with him. And so she had and I guess the medium had described what the guy had looked like.
Your friend's dad.
So my friend's dad.
And his dad was dead too.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And they asked what his name was. It was his dad's name. It was so fucking creepy, dude.
Huh?
Yeah. She said, well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh?
And and she was like, well, did he have a name or something? And she said, yeah.
And your mom does not know your friend. Your mom didn't know that you guys rolled nothing.
My mom never. Well,
so she was totally.
When I lived up there, she didn't really visit me when she lived down here.
So she was totally in the dark as to what the details of this specific.
Yeah, I don't think I ever told her about that roller.
And then the medium tells her that shit you guys got stopped and it was your dad and
his dad that had stopped me.
Wow.
From going over the cliff.
See, it has to be real, bro.
It does, because literally
Well, the afterlife. But my thing with mediums is how do you get in touch with that? Because there's light ways to do it and there's dark ways to do it.
Yeah.
You know? So it's what are you? Because even in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
People possessed by demons performed miracles.
Yeah.
You know. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you are connected to what forces are you tapping into.
Yeah.
To Doctor Strange, Dormammu, or she was drawing power from the dark dimension, but the dark dimension could just be misunderstood or something like that in the context of that. But it's she was saying that this is wrong, but she's drawing power from it to live, right? So this medium, I would just wonder how is it witchcraft? Is it?
It's something.
What is it? that is, because that's pretty specific.
Here's like another creepy thing
And
too.
that's crazy.
Is that like people have like that I know, like that my friend that had passed away, in that motorcycle accident. He came to a lady's dream that worked with my wife at the time. She worked at a credit union call center. This shit had me fucking spun for a fucking ride, dude. I was like, she messaged me one day and she said the craziest shit just happened to me. And this was like, I think 2 weeks after he died. She said, or she was getting in the elevator, she was going up to the call center floor that she worked on. And this lady that she had seen before, but she'd never talked to her before a day in her life. She literally got in the elevator with her and looked at her. She said, "Are you Tiffany?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I have a message for you. Some guy came to me in my dream last night and told me to tell you your mother." And that was like a joke that I had between all three of us. We would just joke around and do like an Italian accent, and we'd be like, "Hey, fuck your mother," like. And she said,
"Holy cannoli."
Yeah, we'd be like, "Hey, you know what else is good? Your fucking mother.
Yeah.
How you doing?" But
that's actually pretty funny. You know what else is good? Your mother.
yeah, like we would just say shit like that. We'd be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you know what else stinks? Your fucking mother. Go tell her to shower."
Yeah.
But that's literally all she said.
Wow.
She just said, she first off knew her name,
Tiffany.
met up with her. She said she's never met her. She's seen her before, but she'd never talked to her. And she literally said, "He just told me in my dream to tell you your mother."
Wow. The fuck?
Like, what the fuck, dude? And she's like, it was the craziest thing. This lady that works at my building, I've never talked to her before, literally came up and said, "Are you Tiffany?" And she said, "Yeah." And she said, "Okay, well, this guy came to me in my dream last night, and he told me to tell you your mother." And she's like, and I instantly, like,
Yeah.
it was like a fucking shocking feeling going down, because you're just like, what the
Wow.
fuck, dude? That's like very specific. That's
Yeah.
not like,
An inside joke. Like,
yeah, this guy came in last night and said, tell you what's up. Like, no, like,
Yeah.
this shit was like, hey, or like something that happened to you, like if you had lost a friend and something that happened in middle school that only you and him would know about, and someone's like, "Yeah, he told me to tell you,
he remembers that time he made you grab your ankles.
yeah, remember that, how's that time that you were hung up on the fence when you fucking tried to jump the fence and your pants ripped or something?"
Yeah.
Like, that's very specific. That's just, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, Callie's told me once that, you know, my brother passed, Junior, that he came to her in a dream once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She'd never seen him before.
My dad's coming to me, like, my dad has come to me multiple times in my dream before.
Yeah.
And it almost felt real until I woke up. But
I think it is real, bro. Like,
that's their way of being able to talk to you, is through like a.
oh, I'm getting chills, bro. But the movie was interesting. It was called Everything Everywhere at Once. Essentially, the concept is that there's a multiverse, multiple versions of you, and the way that you can kind of talk to one another is through dreams.
Yeah, it's like another wavelength.
Yeah.
Through like.
Well, because really,
neurological.
Think about it, right? Even right now, our phones work. There's radio waves, and there's all these type. And what does a radio wave do? Like, it's an intelligent, tangible frequency that we can tap into and talk, listen to music. If they wanted to, they could fucking like take over our TVs and say, "Hey, the Russians are bombing," like fucking duck and cover, fucking South Park shit. You know what I'm saying? What makes you think that when you're sleeping and your mind is essentially in like fucking like sleep mode, recovery mode, that an antenna doesn't open up that allows you to tap into a frequency that your normal conscious wouldn't allow you to? You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're breathing, for example. That's something, you have a central nervous system, and then you have a peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system is things that we can control. I'm moving my fingers.
Yeah.
My breathing, I can take over.
Like we can do it on command without having to think about it. Like
I can tap in at any moment and take over. But then it's gonna fall to the background, and my peripheral nervous system will take over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what makes you think that your conscious and your subconscious, that once you turn off your conscious, your subconscious doesn't send the antenna up, and then now you can intermingle with the cosmos?
That's like when kids,
You know?
like apparently kids, they can see like people,
Yeah.
like imaginary friends and shit like that. Like that shit creeps me out. But so like, it's another thing that blows my dad. So I had I don't know, I was going through my dad's stuff, and it was just like a hat that he wore daily and stuff like that. I kept that, and I put it in my living room. And my wife's nephew was staying over with us, and I mean, he gets up usually like around like 6 o'clock or whatever, and he would just like, he knows how to do this shit. He would just turn on Netflix, whatever, and watch cartoons. But then he tells me, he goes, and it was, dude, this shit was so creepy. He goes, I got hungry and I looked in the fridge for some food and stuff, but on my way back I noticed the hat on the shelf in the living room in there. And it was like, we had like one of those like weird like cubby built-in wall things where you could like hang, like put pictures and stuff, and I had put his hat up there, and he's like, I noticed the hat on the shelf, but there was a man standing by it, so I didn't want to mess with it. I was like, man. I was like, what do you mean? Like, a person was in the house, or like what? He's like, no, it was more of like a, you know, I guess you could call it like a spirit. And I was like,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, what did this guy look like? And he's like, he kind of looked like you. He had gray hair and a mustache. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
So that being said, what do you think he's trying to tell you?
I mean, with his
Because it's, I mean, I'm not a fucking like, what do you call those fucking Ghostbuster?
yeah. Well, I mean,
But it's
like,
it seems like he's still here and he's trying to tell you something. What do you think it is?
nothing. I think that he just wants to know that he's still watching over me and stuff like that. That he's around.
But for the purpose of what? Because like, have you ever watched the show Ghost?
So
like Ghost Whisperer?
What I've always heard is that when there's a presence of a ghost, it means that they have unfinished business, or somebody hasn't released him to the other side. Mainly because I think it was probably my sister, my older sister, that I don't really talk too much. And she probably will never watch this, so it's whatever.
That could be one of the reasons too, bro.
Yeah,
wanted you guys to
So
regret something.
basically, I think what it was is regret. She didn't want to let go of him because she had ignored him for half of her life. Like once she got out of high school, she basically just like ghosted him.
Yeah.
He had sent her when we moved out here from Michigan. We moved to Arizona. He had bought her plane tickets and sent them out to her, and she had basically returned them to sender. Like she didn't even want them. She just sent them back. So obviously, you know how that makes you feel as a dad. Like you just feel like shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, she never came out here at all. And the last time she saw him after she left high school, he was on his deathbed in a coma. So I think she had a lot of guilt, and she had a lot of regret for what she did. So I think that's why he was still here. He hadn't crossed over because she didn't want to let go of him. I had accepted it. Me and my sister both of it had accepted. Like, hey, like,
I mean,
he's gone. He's not coming back. Like, but her, on another level, I think it was just mainly like regret that she didn't talk to him more and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he was still around. But I'm assuming, obviously, at this point now, she's probably come to terms with it, and
it's a lesson for the future. Don't repeat it. It's really, that's a lot of this stuff you just use as a lesson for the future. You know?
Yeah, it's like, you know, like what people say, spend time with loved ones because you don't know when they're gonna go.
Yeah, I try and stay cool with everybody because it's like,
that's like, you know, like, oh, mom's calling me again. Accept that fucking call, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because you don't know if it's
my mom fucking liked like 13 of my posts on Instagram. I think she wants me to hang out with her.
Yeah.
Because I haven't fucking like chopped it up with her in like forever. Ever since she like just like was on some bullshit, I was like, yo, let me just keep my distance. But
yeah,
I'm starting to get the signs like, all right, bro, let me reach out to moms.
yeah, it's just like, you just gotta spend the time that you have with them right now, because like you're gonna feel like shit later once like, man, I wish I would have accepted that call, man. I wish I would have texted her back. I wish I would have went over to her house when she wanted me to for the holidays or something like that.
Yeah.
So I always take advantage of all of that because my mom's the only parent that I have left.
Yeah.
Like, so if she call, I like, if I see her phone call, like if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I answer it. Like I don't ever like just look at my phone like, okay, just hurry up and go back to the home screen.
Yeah, that's crazy now that I really think about it.
But yeah, I really take advantage of that because after, like, I mean, me and my dad, we were really close. So it's not like I was very distant with him. Like, we talked like every day or every other day. But I'm sorry, is this story about, is it boring you?
Sorry. I was trying
I'm trying to tell you about my personal life with my dad, and you're over there fucking.
I did not.
Yo, are we gonna fucking cut soon? So this dude's over here talking about his personal problems.
No, well, because that's one thing, right? Like, because how long have we even known each other? Like, a couple months? Has it been a year? How long has that fucking building been open? I don't even
Me
know.
and you? It's been over a year.
Yeah, so.
Because it opened last March.
But I never asked you about, like, none of your life and none of that shit. Because, like, that's why I asked you. I was like, because I'm seeing signs, and I was like, oh, so what do you think he's here for?
Yeah.
Like, because would you say you're a lost individual, or do you think, or with that situation, right? Your death. Because my relationship with death is just really just like, we're all gonna die, and I'll see you again.
I think that he was here not because of me or my sister. I think it was because of my older sister.
Mm-hmm.
Because when she hasn't let go, it means that he's not crossed over because it's unfinished business.
And then you're good with him, like you were good. I mean, obviously you're heartbroken with the situation.
Yeah, but I completely accepted the fact that he was gone. I let him cross over. But the only thing that was putting the wrench in the gears was my sister's regret. So,
hey, maybe he's showing up to you because you're going to be the catalyst for reconciling your family, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if that sounds like, because I think people only, like, those type of things only happen to people who can change shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you be saved from that? Like, because that's one thing that I realized, you know what I'm saying? Like, surviving a house fire, surviving, like, fucking, like, multiple near-death experiences. And obviously I'm here for, like, a real reason. You know what I'm saying? And so
right.
I think people who maybe weren't given a mission or whatever, I think everybody's kind of given some type of mission. Like, maybe your mission was, like, the guy from fucking, like, the one dude who got gunned down by Chrissy. And like, he was just here to spread joy to people.
Yeah.
You know, like, what was his name? Jason?
Yeah.
Jason. Like, that's kind of what galvanized Wu-Tang. Is like, nah, fuck that shit. Like, not to him, bro. Like, that dude was just here to spread light and spread, like, joy to people. Maybe that's all your mission is to spread light, spread joy. So, like, but some people are given, like, actual, like, fucking, like, hey, I need you to make the light bulb in your lifetime.
Yeah.
Like,
because, I mean, I was probably the closest thing to him.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why he was trying to come to me, because he knew that I would probably take it, to heart or whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just like, whatever.
Are you the man of the family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably another reason.
Yeah, I'm my dad's only son, so.
That's crazy because I'm kind of like the only. Well, I'm the oldest, like, of our generation.
Yeah, I'm like the one to carry on the family name, so.
Yeah. I'd say, like, I mean, because, like, yeah, what you just said kind of run a little bit in my head because you're like, your mom's old and you have, like, I never had a dad. I had male figures in my life, but they were fucking, like, gangsters and shit. When I really think about it, I was like, you guys were in some fucking wild ass shit. Like, I told you about Oscar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. But, like, my mom was always there. So, if anything, I should be even more gracious and even more lenient with her because she's all I ever had.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, you're on that bullshit right now, I'm not going to talk to you for 8 months.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, my mom she's taught me a lot of life lessons and what I need to do as far as pushing me and me not being a fucking slack in life.
Yeah.
So, I owe a lot to her, and she's done a lot of shit for me. She's gone out of her way to make sure that my life's, like, on the right track.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the least I could do. You know, if she ever calls me and she just wants to talk, just, you know, she's just having a bad day and she wants to talk to me, like, I'm totally cool with that. Like, I take complete advantage of that. I'm not going to be like, oh, not now, Mom, I'm busy, I got stuff going on. Like, I know that, and it kind of happens with my brother a little bit, which I kind of feel bad for. I mean, he tries to talk to her as much as possible, but, I mean, he usually works like 7 days a week, you know, he does construction. But and he's also got like a daughter. He's like a single father right now. But I feel like there's times when he talks to her, and it's just like very rushed, you know.
Yeah.
Like if he ever makes a trip down here to see one of his friends or something, he's just like, all right, well, I gotta go to my friend, blah blah blah. It's like, I mean, come on, man. Like you got all the time in the world. Just hang out with her for a bit. You barely ever see her in person. But it's like, that's the shit you're gonna regret. Is that you got friends that you can hang out with at any time, but you got one mom. So it's like you rush your time with her, but then you just spend all the rest of your time with your friends. Like you don't want to like hang out with her for a little bit and just catch up and stuff like that. That's the stuff that just kind of irks me a little bit.
Yeah. Have you ever told him that?
No, honestly, I don't really
check his ass, bro.
I don't.
That's what I be trying to do with my siblings. We kind of check and balance each other's. Like when I be wilding, like let me have it.
Like I understand like what he's got going on. Like I know he's got like more than a full-time job. Like I mean, he's working basically like fucking 7 days a week, but he's also got a daughter to take care of.
Still gotta remember the little things.
But when he does have the time, he just needs to kind of take a little bit of time out of his life to talk to her. Because then it's just like.
Yeah.
You got all the time for your friends, but you don't got time for your mom. Like you do know that like your house gonna like really not look good for you, and like in the future you're gonna be like, damn man, I should have fucking just a little bit longer instead of like 20 minutes. All right, see you later, bye.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I have a brother-in-law who's kind of dealing with the same thing. Like we went to not to be oversharing, but I guess this is us, right?
Yeah.
You wanted real shit. You wanted real talk.
You wanted that real talk. You wanted to be raw.
But now, like, he didn't even come and see her at fucking, like, what do you call that shit? Christmas. He lived right down the street. He showed up once and then didn't show up again. And I was like, that's not my brother, so I didn't say nothing. But then he's my brother, so I gotta say something, right? He's my brother-in-law. But,
you just gotta imagine how that makes you feel, though.
You gotta do that. You gotta make time for what's important and, like, you know what I'm saying?
It makes you feel for them though, because it's like they feel like a failure, like they did something wrong, like the reason they didn't want to show up.
Yeah.
But it's also like it could make them depressed because like.
What I'd explain to people too is it's really as simple as saying sorry.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying, like.
But like to just be ghosted and never like even apologize or say anything like that.
Yeah, that was just crazy, bro. Like he was ghosting her and like.
That's so weird, dude.
Yeah, I'm not.
I can't do that.
I was just like, I feel bad. Like that's not my mom.
I would make it like I would make up for it. Like I'd be like, hey, let's go out to dinner or something. Let me take.
Oh yeah, we did all that. Like she still stayed with us, but she was supposed to stay with them because they live right down the street. But I was just like, yo, son, like, I was telling Kiahree, I was like, bro, you need to talk to your brother, bro, because you know what I'm saying. You gotta remember the small things. Remember the little things that mean the world to certain people. It's all a matter of perspective. A small thing could fucking save somebody's life.
Like it doesn't mean the world to you until they're gone. Like,
yeah. And like a lot of people, that's why I be speaking crazily to people. I try and keep it peaceful because, that was one of my mom's regrets. She like got into it with my grandma and then said like, hopefully you die type shit. That type of sentiment. Yeah. And then she died and then she felt bad after it.
Yeah, that's.
And I was like, it's probably why you shouldn't say that type of stuff to people, because now you're gonna be
I would never
forever.
I would never wish. I mean, no matter how bad I hate somebody, I would never wish death upon them.
Oh yeah, my mom, they have a weird relationship. It was very, chaotic.
Sure, I mean, I might say like, man, I hope that person gets, fucking what they deserve or some shit like that. But I would never say, you know what? I hope that dude dies. Like, I hope he gets hit by a car tonight.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Or like, I hope somebody just comes up and stabs a dude. Like, I wouldn't ever wish that on anybody, no matter how much I hate them. And as you get older, like the older I get and the more mature that I get, I used to be a really aggressive person when I was younger. I used to really hold on to hatred, but now that I get older, I don't harbor hatred anymore.
Now you pussy.
I'm pussy now. I'm PC as fuck, my guy.
Pussy.
No, I just
No.
I just don't harbor hatred anymore. You know, life's too short to be, you know, hating people. You know, if other people hate me, whatever, hate me. But, you know, me, I'm just gonna do me. I don't, you know, no matter what you did, you're no longer in my life. But I'm not gonna harbor hatred.
Well, that's just a
When I was younger, I'd be like, man, really smart. I'm gonna punch that motherfucker in the face right now. Like,
you sound pretty crazy, but you sound like a fucking hothead.
bro, I was a hothead. My anger got me in some trouble, bro. Like, I mean, I got into a lot. I was in a lot of fights when I was younger.
We can do.
No, but no, my anger got me in a lot of trouble when I was younger. I would always want to resort to fighting, but I would never just want to like think of a way to just talk it out or.
Now, did you see a lot of violence growing up? Is that why? Or like, so is this after your dad passed or before?
No, I mean, my dad was still alive, but I mean, I'd always lived in the life of. I mean, my dad, like, I feel like I was almost a spitting image of my dad, because my dad was one of those dudes that, like, you know, talk shit, get hit, like.
Oh, you were like the fucking little angry dinosaur from fucking Land Before Time. Tanya or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was just like
fucking grumpy.
My dad just growing up, he just taught me don't take shit from people. But at the same time, I think I took that a little too literally because somebody be like, "Hey, you know what? You look like." Shut the fuck up.
A good guy.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Oh,
you're a good
thanks.
guy. Let me go get you a steak. Put that on your eye. Go get you a bag of Eggo waffles to put on your eye.
Jeez, man.
No, but like, no, I was very like, I wasn't confrontational. Like, I wouldn't like walk up to people and be confrontational. But if people said shit to me, I'd set it off.
Oh, okay.
Set it off in this motherfucker.
You're like, fucking, what does 6ix9ine say? He's like, name one person I started shit with. And like, I can't really think. No, he's like, but you take it to the, he's like, yeah, but because they started, I finished that shit.
Yeah.
That's what 50 said too, bro. And I was like, some people are like that. Like, yo, I don't go around looking for no trouble. I'm not trying to mess with nobody, but
Yeah.
bring it to me, I'm gonna finish it.
I mean, there was bro, like my senior year, I don't even know what the fuck my deal was. I was a fucking whirlwind my senior year, bro. I was like, I passed all my classes except for like I was failing one class. It was like U.S. government.
4.9. Fuck out of here.
Huh?
You said you had a 3.9. Fuck out of here, bro.
I was.
And you failed the class?
No, I was almost failing.
Oh.
I was at like a 61% in my U.S. government. I ended up getting a B in that class for my total grade when I passed my finals or whatever. No, but like I was just like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, cause somebody would say just like one of the smallest things is to egg me on, bro. At one point I just picked up like, you know those heavy ass desks with them thick ass like fucking marble countertop shit, and they got the basket where you put your books in. I picked that motherfucker up, bro. I threw that shit across the table. Like, I just threw it across the room with this kid, bro.
Did you hit him?
No, bro, but I was ready to get it on, bro. And I don't remember what he had said to me, bro, but he set me off, and I was hot. And
I said, damn, Ty, another hot pocket?
Did you really have to have that extra pizza, bro, for lunch, bro? You look like a fat bitch.
Yo, could you quiet down with that rapper over there?
Yep. Oh,
fucking Ty's fucking elbow deep into a fucking big pack of fucking Doritos.
No, bro.
Look, like switch and stitch, switch and stitch.
Bro,
what is it called? Switch and shit? Switch and shit. That's what you call
shit
it.
Switch?
Shit and switch, yeah. Like you're just fucking smacking it up in fucking history class.
No, but no, dude. But I didn't. People would just say shit to me, and I would just like take it so literally. But like, I was almost like, I was like, bro, I need to like chill the fuck out. I'm gonna get like fucking charges pressed on me or some shit for beating someone. I was like, bro, like I mean, technically I just committed assault. Like I just threw a fucking classroom desk at
So
somebody.
I mean, that's like fucking. I mean, assault is if you hit somebody, but that's like property damage or fucking.
But like the class that it had happened, I think it was in my English class, but yeah, shout out to her. She retired that year when I graduated, but she wanted to see me get through. She was like, don't fuck up your high school. Don't have to start over again because you're doing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't get in trouble for it. I apologize or whatever. I was like, sorry, throwing the desk at you, and
I wonder why you didn't get in trouble.
It was because she was my English teacher for 4 years and she wanted to see me graduate.
Was she white?
Huh?
Was she white?
No,
Or was she?
she was Mexican.
Mexicans love the white people.
Huh?
Mexicans love them white boys.
Yeah. Anyways, so
I can make anything racial.
Yeah, no, she but she wanted to see me get through. She like taught me for 4 years, so she didn't want to see me fuck up my high school career. So she wanted to see me walk with that shit.
What type of homework?
Got the degree right there, baby girl.
Hold up, what type of homework was you doing?
Actually, I didn't have any homework really. I finished that shit in study hall.
Yes.
Hey, yo.
Was she hot?
Bro, it's like another thing that I just prefaced.
Wait, what? You said she was hot?
No, I said this is like another thing that I've prefaced already.
Oh, what was she?
She retired the year that I graduated. Now, does she sound fucking young?
I mean, she could be a Lisa Ann type.
Bro, she was like 66 when she retired.
I thought about 69.
Yeah, I think that's all the time we have for today. Now, yeah, but no, shout out to her though for, you know.
What's her name? I'll Google her.
Yeah.
I'll Google her later.
No, we're not saying anything. We're not doing names.
I'm looking for you.
No, she's happily married of like 35 years with 2 grown-ass men.
Yeah, so she could use some young meat. She can use Teddy. I'm rolling out my new name, Teddy. It's a thing now.
Not because you're comfortable like one, because you're fat as one.
I mean, I'll take it. No, that's cool. I mean, it's a nice little stopping point. I mean, let's see how far we're on this bitch. Damn, about to hit 3 hours. What the fuck?
Damn, we got way off. We're just talking about.
Jesus Christ. All right, well.
No, just me.
You are not him.
You were not him.
I'll tell a bitch I'm him. No.
I tell a bitch quit playing.
No, that was some good shit. I mean, we can cap it now. About to hit 3. But yeah, man, like I believe in the spiritual world. I think everything you're saying is like,
yeah,
I believe it. It's just I don't know what to interpret it as. I've never had those type of experiences, but I've had a lot of experiences like in church.
I mean, I've experienced it enough times to where it's like, okay, shit's starting to be real for me.
Well,
Because shit's coming out of the normal that nobody else would know. It's not like my business was thrown on the street like that. That was like a very personal experience with that person.
Yeah.
That's why that shit tripped me out. I was like, yo, this shit's for real.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that could be the move, you know? Like reaching out to... Because, yeah, you never know. I mean...
That's the move. It's like you're just about to go be a medium.
Yeah.
Come here.
Well, I was going to say reaching out to
Let me read for
your
you.
sister, your big sister or whatever, but you never know. Like, that could be what that was. Because Callie be watching this show like fucking Ghost Whisperer, and they're all here for a reason.
Oh, is that bitch be talking to ghosts?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
The
Ghost Whisperer?
Watch out, mama.
She's like, yeah, your son, he doesn't, he's not disappointed that you didn't catch him from drowning in the tub. She's like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, he's
I'm like,
disappointed
yo,
that
this-
you keep on fucking eating all the cream from the middle of Oreos and then eating on the Oreos. Like, he said stop fucking doing that.
He said he sees you eating that gallon of ice cream every night. If you don't stop, you won't get fat as hell.
He said if you don't stop, you're gonna be visiting him very soon. Yeah, man, like, that's a good episode. Episode 4, we got into the spiritual realm, you know?
Yeah.
I'm into that type of shit,
We
bro.
got into a little bit of racial justice too.
Yeah.
It's a nice little piece.
But yeah, man, we'll be back. So we'll be double dropping. There should be fucking Talib Kweli and Black Star, Mos Def drop. So yeah, man. Any closing words or nothing like that, man? You kind of poured out your heart today, bro.
I just want to take that right now. I'm not gonna go cry in the car.
Oh shit.
No. No, man. Just like and subscribe. Keep watching our videos and keep fucking with
Yeah,
you.
follow us on Instagram. I'm Kiahree. I'll put it in the description. And the illest villain.
Yeah, illest _ villain. Yeah. It's an MF to my friends, so go fucking suck a dick.
I was about to say, the only way you're a villain is in like a fucking like Willy Wonka fucking movie.
Fucking Ty's in the.
Right above my government, boomerang.
Ty's fucking taking baths in the chocolate fucking river.
Yeah, we like to stay here for another hour and a half, but me and my boy here, we gotta go over to the record store and see if we can find some vinyls for little LP.
Yes. Alright, we're out of here. Episode 4, Spitting Fax. It's out. It's lit.
Peace, God.
It's up and it's stuck.